like summer.
Sounds like summer. And here we are.
In spring.
Yep, at the Dubliner pub. Doing a little pre-show recording. Welcome to Unpasteurized.
Welcome back to Unpasteurized. I need something that's unpasteurized. I need some honey or something. I have a sinus infection that is just out of hand. And that's what you get when you get children, because they're intermingling with other people and they fucking eat their boogers and shit like that.
You heard it here first, people. Kids are gross.
Kids are kind of gross. They're
Super
grosser than
gross.
adults. Adults seem to know how to not be gross, but sometimes they're still kind of fucking gross.
Adults seem to be gross. When adults are gross, it seems way more egregious than when a child is gross.
It's absolutely out of line.
It is. I mean, a kid being gross, you're like, oh, that's a fucking kid. But an adult being gross, you're like, Jesus Christ.
It's like a puppy biting you versus a dog.
Yeah, I reckon. That's an astute comparison.
It's astute.
It's an astute comparison. Hell yeah. What do you know, pal? What's been good with you this
Good?
week?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, that's a shame.
What do you mean good?
I
People
don't
think
know.
life's good all the time? What is this, margaritas at a beach? Sorry.
I don't know. We got 22 plays total on our channel, so I think that's pretty good.
Shout out. Shout out to the players and the player haters.
Yes, all 9 distinct devices that listen to us. What a treat.
I think I'm 6 of the... No.
And to whichever 60-year-old is out there listening to us, shouts out to you for keeping it young.
Are we young? I don't
I
think
don't
we're
know.
young. I
We're
think we're
not.
cursed by generations prior to us that have been slain in battle and we're never allowed to go into a victory hall.
You think so?
And we just keep coming back. And we always get the wrong time. Maybe we're just bad reincarnates, but we've seen it all.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I should have been born in a time when I could explore, where I could just go disappear.
Or die trying.
And die. Disappear
Yeah.
and die. Never come back.
You know, the samurais used to have a saying. Anytime you die after 40, there's no, like, heroic, victorious death. It's a sign of age and weakness.
Sign of age and
going
weakness to
away.
die of old age and weakness.
That's what the... Well, like, even if you're like 42 and you get beat by a 23-year-old in battle...
Mm-hmm.
The samurais would be like, well, it's an age deal, you know, because the samurais had, like, mass respect. So, you know, I'm sure if they were in battle, maybe a 50-year-old samurai would see the other 50-year-old samurai and be like, me and you, dude. You know, I don't know how they did battle pre-gun. That's crazy to think. Like, because you got to, like, you're going to look out there and you're going to be like, swords and knives. I don't know. That's wild. You got to go pick.
You know, I think it made war mean something. You know,
More. I mean, guns.
Imagine the
but
PTSD those guys had, because those battles, you weren't dying quick. You'd get slain and then lay on the battlefield for 6 hours before you died.
Sometimes. Well,
Brutal.
You know, that always happens in war,
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
even in shooty war.
Well, in shooty war, you got things like the Geneva Convention, where you can't
They
walk
don't follow
past.
that.
Oh yeah, well,
Would you follow that?
the Geneva Convention doesn't apply to citizens, so
Okay. Well,
So I
now
know,
you're a
I wouldn't.
terrorist group. What do you mean?
what do I mean?
Sorry, I worked in the sun, and it's March, and
It
I'm
was
cooked,
hot.
and I'm dehydrated
Yeah.
because it was 80 degrees, fucking
Yeah,
summertime.
May weather in March.
Not ready. Not ready.
I'm not ready
I
for
need-
such a big swings.
I need some rain and some clouds. See, that's what's going on. Is it super duper 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 dry, and then it's just hot, like a desert. I got hay fever. That's when in the desert the dust blows.
Well, I get you. I'm as ashy as a crack addict
Jesus
myself.
Christ! You know we're in
so,
a severe drought still for like 10 years.
Like I said, it's insane to have so many red flag warnings in the middle of winter. That's mind-boggling.
How about let's just call it. You know, the equinox is near. It is almost spring. It should be rainy season too.
It should be. It should be rainy a
Where
bit.
the fuck's it at? And then here's the thing: the water retention is absolute shit. What's going on?
What's going on with the water retention?
But don't get me started on that. Now we're getting political, and we'll bring out the J word.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up with you, actually. Considering, Groundhog Day was not that long ago. Who really controls the weather? Is it the groundhogs or is it the Jews?
Groundhogs have absolutely no say in the weather. I don't necessarily believe that the weather control is a thing done by a certain group of people, but whoever owns Monsanto is a certain group of people. Whoever are like making sure glyphosate's getting sprayed. Whoever absolutely believes in using center pivot irrigation and taking all the water that they can out of these places. Whoever's trying to do all that is probably not a good person.
I will say this. It's a bit I do on stage, but it is something I truly believe. I don't think the Jews do control the weather.
They don't.
Because if they did, why would Israel be a fucking desert?
It would be a better place. Well,
why would they do that?
They didn't get the oil.
And also, though, you know, I also don't care if they control the weather. I just want to know how. I'm just curious as to how it's happening.
They're definitely
I'm
cloud
curious.
seeding now, which is crazy.
Well, that's fine. That's something that the
No, you
Muslims
think
are
it's
actually
fine?
doing.
You think
No,
it's
it's
fine?
bad. It's not good.
Nothing's
It's
fine. Everything's going bad.
We best not be fucking with Mother Nature too much.
We already have. Here's the thing. It's a disaster.
Yeah, we've given Mother Nature STDs, and we need to stop.
She can heal.
Well, yeah, but we don't want to make her think that we're the crabs.
We are.
Well, yeah, we are, but we need to start laying a little bit more in the cut, you know?
I just think that like food production is a backward system of like what people. I don't think people are smart enough to realize, like, if they were given the opportunity to let what is a. You ever have a mulberry? You've had a mulberry.
I've had mulberries.
How about a prickly pear cactus fruit?
I've never eaten one of them. No.
Well, but you've had some wild plums per se. You've had some.
I've had some stuff off a tree in the
season, right?
Yeah. I've had some things you're just walking through the woods and hey, you can eat these.
Now imagine if every family learned, even in like a little backyard, every family learned how to garden for themselves: cucumbers, carrots, tomatoes, potatoes, and then you get fancy asparagus, rhubarb, grapevine. I'm telling you, if you teach people...
How are people going to watch all their Netflix if they have to do that?
Well, it takes like 32 seconds. Just walk outside and go pick it when it's ready and just pull a weed when you see it.
Well, I know that and you know that, but these regular, beautiful people don't know that.
Well, they're not. You people. See, this is the system that they crushed your spirit. Chinese got you.
I get it.
You ever seen the fucking videos of those Chinese kindergartners? They literally have gardening class. They have like welding class in kindergarten.
As we should.
We probably should. You know, they believe in apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost that trade. We've lost that art.
Job study doesn't exist anymore. It used to.
What's a job study? That's a word I've never even heard.
Really? That used to be a thing in high schools where it would be like a period of your day. You would go do a job. Like you would go work.
Did you get paid?
I think you got paid a little less. Of course, this was, before when, minimum wage was way down there.
Did a kid get hit by a cow, so they sued the system, or what happened?
I don't know what it was. I think it was more of just that whole, you need to go to college, you need to go to college, you need to go to college thing. So then people thought having, why would I go have a real job when I can get this other class and get a boost in college? So it just slowly tapered off. But, yeah, like I believe my dad, he had a work study. If I'm not mistaken, like he would leave school and go work in a body shop for like an hour a day.
Oh, well, now you're learning a trade.
Yeah, that's good for you. We need to do more of that.
Yeah.
They tried bringing it back when I was in high school, but there just wasn't enough kids,
Well, there's never enough kids. No one's having kids.
No one's blowing loads and ladies.
Pussies.
I know. We need more cream pies out here. I'm sick of people calling cream pies CPs because I got just used to CP being the other CP.
What's the other one?
Child pornography.
Oh, that's just... Well, see, I don't think... Cream pie... Why does everybody got to abbreviate everything?
I don't know. Because they're too fucking lazy to say one extra syllable. It's not even... It's the same amount of syllables. Cream pie. CP.
It's literally...
It's the same amount of syllables.
Cream pie. Yeah. The clap rule that they taught you in second grade.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. People are just...
Crazy?
Out of hand.
Stupid? Ridiculous?
I don't get it. They just they're meandering along as if nothing wrong's happening.
Everything is always happening, and it's always wrong.
Yeah,
That's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm. Lucas, it's like the 7th fire warning of the winter time, or more than that.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the winter.
Oh, there's a crazy fire burning 30 miles south of O'Neill right now.
Sick.
They shut down the highway
Sick.
because it was approaching the highway.
Which one? 20?
No.
70
to
275?
What goes south out of O'Neill? That's not
11?
281, is it? 281's the east and
281.
west. What's north and south? I don't know.
Brother,
I
you live out there.
I travel by landmarks, not by road numbers.
Oh, great warrior.
I know.
Plains.
I know.
He sees his
That's
way, not in the white man's way. He
I
sees
know.
into that old traditional way.
Exactly. I let the spirits guide me.
Honestly, you do got the. See, that's what I'm saying. You're the samurai that got your head cut off. Like, you were trained probably too well, and then some guy just,
And I just lived too
accidentally
long.
got you.
Yep, I just accidentally lived too long.
Yeah. And you, or you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I feel like that. I'm like the guy.
I was fighting on the bottom floor of a tower, and a samurai above dropped his sword, and it fell and it landed
Right
on
in
me.
your head.
That's how I died.
Yeah.
I didn't die an honorable death. I died an accidental,
Yeah.
crazy death.
Yeah. It's like
That makes sense. That's one of my irrational fears: is that something crazy will happen,
something's-
like a tire will fly off a car going down the highway
that's
while
not
I'm
ra-
walking
that's
down the
not
street.
irrational. You know it happens.
Yeah, or like signs falling off the building right when I walk underneath. Like I'm terrified of dying that way,
like
like a Final Fantasy type thing.
what the fuck is his? I'm the guy from Dodgeball, the crippled
Wasn't that Rip Torn?
Patty. God damn it,
Patches O'Houlihan.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Yeah, he died under a lucky
can-
sign.
Yep. You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Yeah, but see, I think that
Is it necessary? Is it necessary I drink my own piss? No, but it's sterile and I like the taste.
that is a disgusting line.
It is.
It throws me off of Patches.
But it's an iconic line.
Vince Vaughn was he was an icon. I think I liked Vince Vaughn. I did like Vince Vaughn. He's not in any movies no more.
No,
Everything had Vince Vaughn, and now it's no Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I think he tried doing some more serious roles, and I didn't particularly like them. Yeah, he definitely belonged in movies like Wedding Crashers, and
He was good in that.
I think he was in Old School.
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky. And, oh yeah. He did that whole thing.
I know some
Oh,
people
and
that slapped some people.
he slapped Snoop Dogg in that movie, like for real, because Snoop Dogg's undercover as his
Yeah.
caddy, and he actually, like, I've seen interviews. Snoop Dogg's like, no, that motherfucker actually hit me. He cocked back and he hit me. It wasn't no fake shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I had to put my gangster away for a second because I was about to fuck up Vince Vaughn.
Ooh.
Could you imagine? Oh,
I think
man.
Vince Vaughn. Honestly, Snoop Dogg he is gangster, and
He beat a
knows how to
murder
box
rap.
and stuff. Well, yeah. That's what I didn't say that. I'm just saying Vince Vaughn maybe at the time might have had a grappling, long, lengthy fella. Vince Vaughn was a big dude.
He was. I wouldn't want to fight him.
Nor would
All
I.
right. Back on track. We got the open mic coming up in about 20, 30 minutes. How you feeling about that?
No,
About like that?
we're gonna have a fun time.
It's gonna be a
We're
good
gonna
show.
have a fun time.
It's gonna be a good show. So we're gonna try this little recording a little bit before, recording a little bit after. See how she goes.
Retweet
Retweet that. Right.
We'll be back.
Well, I mean, we don't have to cut now.
Word. Okay.
All right. What's up? How's it going? We're recording a show here. Yeah,
We are.
we are. You're good. You're good. The open mic will start in like an hour. I have no idea what you said.
No.
No.
No, not yet. We got work to do.
We got work to do.
That's alcoholism. Well,
We'll talk to you when we're done. I promise.
are you even Irish?
Are you Irish or are you just faking it? Oh, well. I
Scottish.
got headphones on. I can't hear accents that well. Are you actually Scottish from Scotland?
Word. Okay.
Groovy.
We're German. So I don't know. We're on work right now. This isn't holiday yet.
Oh, I'm always careful.
We're careful as can be. Not yet. We'll
Not yet.
We'll be out there.
We will have a drink soon. I promise. I'll need a drink.
We'll need a drink. We're just working. Yeah.
Yep, we're just working.
Okay.
All right.
I think we should come back to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Taylor? How you doing?
Sitting in a bar.
Yeah. What do you think of this plastic trophy I won?
I'm proud of you for winning the plastic trophy. I really am.
Definitely surprised. You know, pride and glory, they fade, but plastic trophies last forever.
Unless you put it in the sun, then it'll melt because it's made out of shit.
Oh, that won't be happening. This is actually a replica that I had made. The original is in a safety deposit box in an undisclosed bank.
You're a liar. You're a dirty cheater and a dirty liar. But you're a winner, damn it.
I did win against the fabulous Bill Queen, who is definitely a good roaster, and I was just better that night.
Well, you know, step it up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had
Were
a
you
good
high?
night. Maybe a little. Had a little whiskey in me.
Yeah, confidence.
What a weird 673 for a whiskey sour.
673. What kind of whiskey was it?
Well, listen.
But what like
either just charge me $7 or charge me $6. It doesn't. But 673 is such a weird thing. 650. I would tolerate 650 because then you got quarters coming around. But you're making your bartenders count out pennies.
Yeah,
what's going on with that?
Tax.
Maybe that's why you
72-cent tax.
So strange.
That's the way it goes. In these shitties.
Well, I don't know. I miss the days of $3.50 for a beer and $5 for a mixed drink.
Well, I remember one time I was in Creighton and I got a Jameson for like $3.50. And I thought that was amazing.
Well, I tell you, the good timing.
But that's been several years.
Good timing is no longer the good timing anymore. But they used to give you one of these glasses, one of them whiskey sipping glasses.
Yeah.
You'd order a shot, and you'd get one of those whiskey glasses full, all the way. And they would only charge you the $3 for the shot, and you would have like 5-6 ounces of booze.
Where? What?
It was called the Good Timing. Where's
that at?
It's in O'Neill. They don't serve like that anymore. Changed
no one
owners.
serves nothing no more good.
Yeah, they changed owners. Brenda, bless her heart, I'd come in and I'd hang Christmas lights, or I'd sweep the bar. Take me 15, 20 minutes, and then I would end up drinking for like 5-6 hours for free.
Just for free drinking.
Just for free drinking. I would exchange work for drinking. It was a good deal. It was a good deal. At 21, what a steal.
Yeah. You were like that guy in that movie.
Which one?
That one.
That one movie?
We won't quote it this time. Division 3.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, there's a lot of movies with bullshit bartenders.
Well, that was one.
That was one. I don't pay you $15 an hour to drink $30 an hour.
It's all right. I mean, hey, what are you going to do? I don't know. I was into other aspects of life other than the drinking too early.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I did drink, though. I would drink too much. I was a binge drinker, not an alcoholic. You see, that's the kicker.
I binge just every night.
Huh. That's the
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you read the poster in that class?
Yeah, well, I smoked a lot of weed. It only lasted about 6 months. And then I went away for work, and then I realized, I've been being a piece of shit. I should stop.
You went to work, or you went to a boys' camp for a little bit?
No, I went to work. My uncle called me and said, "Hey, how would you like to work for 6 weeks and make more than you have all summer?"
What'd you do?
Built a house.
Oh, that's work.
Yeah.
What did he give you?
Just me and him. Total, I think I ended up making like $3 or $4 grand.
Hell yeah, uncle.
Yeah, he hooked me up. Me and him, two men framing a house.
All by yourselves.
Yeah.
In the driving rain.
Yeah, there was rain a few
times. In the
times.
scorching days of the heat on the prairie.
Yeah, it got old pretty quick. It was definitely late summer. It was July, August time.
That's hot.
Yeah, it got real hot.
That's hot.
Real hot. Yeah, got real hot. We got done early
Humid.
October.
Yeah?
Early October.
How long ago was this?
Daughter is 8, so about 9 years ago.
The humidity's gotten worse out that way, has it not? Due to more corn?
It has.
Thankfully,
Thankfully, this house I was building was by Lincoln. So that's how I got away.
City heat, gross.
Yeah. So that's how it was by Denton, actually. Do you know where that's at?
Put a dent in that. I don't know.
It's like
Iowa.
I want to say it's like 15, 20 miles west of Lincoln. So it's still a small town. It's a small town, but down in that area.
Okay.
It's south of the interstate. Anyway, irregardless, it was, yeah, so that's how I got away. I got away from all my drinking, partying friends for like 2 weeks, and I didn't drink at all. I was like smoking weed outside, and I was like, wow, all my friends are pieces of shit. Everybody I'm around is a piece of shit. They all
Drinking
suck.
makes you kind of a piece of shit.
I'm only the only one that has jobs. This whole time, I'm the only one that's had a job at all. I'm paying the rent, and we're all fucking living together. That is crazy. And then as soon as I had that revelation in my head, I had another one that was like, oh, wait, all major religions say pretty much the same thing. So I don't think human beings have ever had the real answer to any of this. And then I saw a UFO.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah, they'll talk to you. Did it talk to you?
I think that was it talking to me when it was like, you don't.
What was that on?
I was just smoking weed, actually.
Okay. See?
On the hood of my car.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe you about it because that's how they
No,
happen.
and I'll even say this: the UFO, what I believe to be a UFO, was not even close. All I saw was a light. I mean, the closest it maybe ever got was like 10 miles. Because when I first noticed it, it just looked like a star, and then it slowly started getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it went.
Yeah, it did.
And it did a zigzag at the end. At first, for half a second, I thought, oh, well, that was just a weird meteor that I saw there. And then it did that zigzag at the end. I was like, huh, meteors don't go like that. So
no, they don't. I'll
No,
tell
they
you
don't.
what. I think that they brought me a dog one time.
They brought you a dog?
Yeah, I think they had taken it.
From somebody else?
Yeah.
From, like, bad people? Or
This dog was from 17 miles away, and it was tripped the fuck out, dude.
they took it up and probed it and then brought it back because they thought it was
Something.
you? They
No,
thought it was
because
your
they
dog,
knew I'd
or-
take care of it.
Oh, okay.
Or that. Or they've been watching me, and they don't know the difference between yellow and black Labradors. Yeah, you're right. They might not. The point is I was outside during a storm, and I don't know. It was like the hand of God reached down with lightning. See, I know now. We're tripped out.
Well, no, I was just looking to see if that drunken Scottish fellow
That
was still...
fucking Scottish.
Yeah,
No,
if you
it's
got
fine.
that weirdness that happened, 10 minutes ago or so was somebody that was overly drunk. I guess that's what happens when you're trying to record a podcast in a public space.
That's what we get. This
That
is what we get.
what we get
This
for
is what
doing
we
this,
get.
for not being here earlier, for not working on it harder,
This is what we
for
get.
for not getting a bouncer at the door.
Yeah, let's get a bouncer. Someone who's here to kick ass.
Mm-hmm. We need bouncers. We
Shouts
need.
out to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in Council Bluffs.
Is there a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu?
Bet.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
For real?
I hate that word, bet. You bet, cowboy.
Oh yeah. See,
Yeah.
I remember when that first started becoming a phrase.
Jiu-Jitsu or Gracie.
Bet.
That's when I knew things were going to hell. I said it's over.
Yeah, that was about where I checked out on learning new slang for the most part. Lit. I say lit all the time, but
Lit and retweet.
I don't get on the retweet, but
You don't have to. That's mine.
I haven't been on Twitter for over 10 years.
You
So
don't even retweet anymore. You repost.
I barely even repost.
We need to get microphone stands. You got to talk straight into it. You gotta
Yeah, they're weak. You can set that down. You want me to ramble on? Ask me a question. I'll ramble on so you can finish rolling your cigarette.
Oh, buddy. How are you feeling? Are you ready for tonight? Are you, how was your week leading up to this, and what is it going to make you into and shape you into as a man, whether it be tonight or in your future?
Okay. Well, let's see. My week was spent by one day I had to go to court to a DHHS hearing because one of my baby mamas got in some pretty severe trouble with our daughter. So I had to go vouch for the fact that she's a psycho.
White people with black people problems.
It is white people with black people problems. And then Friday, I went to a cop's funeral. A guy...
White people with black people's problems.
It was because I was a degenerate, and it was wild to be there. 100 cops and then me. And they all had to look at me because I was seated with the family. So they all... so that was cool. What else? And then Saturday, on my way down, got pulled over by a cop, one of the cops at the funeral, which is wild. Talked my way out of that. Thought for sure I was going to jail. Did not. 4 or 5 hours later, I walked my way through a roast competition and won. And then, yeah, I did quick draw last night, and now we're here.
That was good. That was a lot of white people with black people problems really fast. I'm not
That
gonna lie.
was. Is that going to be a new segment?
That
white
might
people.
be.
One of our. We got insurance tips, and we got white people with black people problems.
Insurance tips. Don't listen to a roofer when they tell you that you have damage. If you have damage, you will know you have damage. It is your house. That is when you turn in your claim. Don't just listen to a roofer telling you to just do shit. Because now, bitch, do you know what a record is? Don't start a record. Keep your mouth shut. If you think you have a problem, you will know. And if you really do, someone will be able to show you. Okay. Sorry.
And that's been insurance tips with Taylor.
Yeah. It gets me heated.
Yeah. Tiptoeing through insurance with Taylor.
Dude, insurance is ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. Here's the problem is it's been abused, and then the people who work in the corporations have abused it. And I'm not even talking about medical insurance. I'm talking about, like, renters.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck.
Yeah. There's all kinds of crazy. And I don't like insurance. I wish that there were some more laws that made it so that they had to do what they say that they are. Then I think it would be a good move. But like,
well, like what? Because here we live in a very world of law.
Just mostly just like I don't think like pre-existing conditions. That's not a term in other places in the world. That is pre-existing conditions is your
thinking of
medical
life
history.
and health. I'm talking about roofs, like your house.
Yeah, I know.
These are different things.
Different kinds of insurance.
Those are screwy too. The problem is
like in California, those people had fire insurance. They paid on fire insurance. The companies should not have been able to decide, oh, we're just not going to honor these policies because this is a fire area.
Well, why can't they? Hear me out.
Okay.
From the standpoint of somebody, say you were like, I have a large sum of money here. I got like $15 million. And this person, this person, and this person, and this person will all give me small little sums for a long time, kind of like rent, right?
Mm-hmm.
To where they're going to be able, like, if they need anything, I'll be able to completely buy or rebuild their house for them, but because they've paid in, right? This is literally, you know.
Okay.
Okay. What was I fucking trying to tell you?
You were trying to make it okay that people that paid for fire insurance don't get paid out.
Yeah, but like, okay, so now you got one of these guys who's like, hey, I'm trying to move out of my house, but I want to keep paying you. Will you insure a new house that I got? Will you put your money up for this house that I got while I make small little payments to try to help you cover that?
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, I'm going to build it in a place that, like, every few years lights up like a matchbox, Daddy. And I'm thinking, you know, you have $20 million. Let's make it cost $10 million.
Okay.
And it's definitely going to light up. And you're rich anyway because you're buying you're building houses in matchbox country because it's beautiful.
Okay.
And you didn't think. It's just like where they build in a floodplain and get water in their basement. It's like, yeah, dumbass. What do you think was going to happen?
Well, yeah, they should have to pay higher rates.
Higher rates or you don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, and that I'm okay with. I'm okay with them charging a higher rate. I'm not okay with them being like, you've paid on this plan. Now we're not going to honor that plan. That's what I'm not okay with.
Lucas, I'm not going to lie to you. These people are starting to freak me out.
The people that keep moseying in, in and out. Well,
Yep.
That one was the owner. The lady was.
Oh, are we in trouble?
No, we won't be in trouble. They like me.
I hope so.
I do a good job, I think. I do an adequate job.
You're an adequate man.
I try to be, at bare minimum, I try to be adequate.
I just feel judged. I wasn't good in school.
Me neither, dog. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you seem like you know a thing about a book.
Mine was just a lack of effort, really.
They always told me if I try harder.
I did good on the tests, and I would just never do my homework. That's why I didn't do good in school.
Oh, I failed every test and always had to make up homework.
Yeah, I always had to make up homework, but then I'd get B's or A's on tests, and then it would, like, even my grade out to, like, a C.
One
Like, I
time,
would dance on failing even though I knew everything. It was just so stupid. I was just so fucking lazy and just didn't do it.
What was the
I had
joke?
other shit that I wanted to do.
School's not a place for smart people.
I had video games to play. I had 2K to be beating people's asses in. I had sports practice. I couldn't
Pussy.
I couldn't be fucking bothered with schoolwork.
School's so stupid. School's so stupid. I don't know. Where was I trying to go with that?
I don't know. Do you want to start kind of wrapping down, and then we'll come
That's
back to
what
the
I was
second
saying.
half
People
afterwards?
are scaring me, and it reminds me of school. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. After the show, we will kick everybody out and shut the door.
I thought we were going to have to box a Scotty.
I thought we were too. I was getting nervous. It took me probably 10 minutes of that before I realized he was asking if we wanted a drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew immediately.
Eventually. Yeah, no, it took me a while. I couldn't make out what he was saying. And it's not the accent, it's because he's too drunk. It has nothing to do. It's the drunk accent, not the Scottish part that I couldn't figure out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's a Scotty doing in an Irish bar? Kiss my ass.
Hold on. I'm Scottish.
Because I think I probably am a little bit too.
It's fine.
No, I really don't give a shit. I don't have a problem with nationalities. I just have a problem with drunkards. When there's other people that are drunk and I'm not drunk, they really bother me.
You have to be on the same plane.
In the same level, yeah. Because I was not drinking at Emmett's last night, and it was rough for me to be around that. There was some points where I was like, these fucking people, you fucking people.
Yeah, it's a wild.
When I'm drunk, it doesn't bother me at all, but sober,
Yeah,
I'm like, why aren't you acting respectable? I act respectable all the time. Drunk, sober, it doesn't matter. I act fairly respectable, and y'all being messy, crazy folk.
Yeah, people are.
But I still love it. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody loves a slut, though.
Yeah, well, everybody loves Raymond.
Show gone too soon.
That show might have been gone exactly when it needed to be.
I
watched an episode the other day, and it was not bad.
Tim Allen's Tool Time's lit.
Tool Time kicked ass.
Red Green's on Pluto. You can watch that for
Is
free.
it?
Yeah.
All of it?
Not all of it, just episodes sometimes.
Oh, my God. Dude, Red Green show. Talk about, if the women don't find you handsome, at least they should find you handy.
Dude, yeah.
Hell yeah. Keep your stick on the ice. That was the first hockey reference I ever knew.
Keep your stick on the ice.
Keep your stick on the ice. Because you never know when life's going to come at you. And when you're skating up the ice, you never know when somebody's going to pass you the puck. So keep your stick down on the ice so you can receive the pass. It's a hockey and a life metaphor. Yeah. Well, he didn't explain the metaphor.
Oh.
But I'm
You
explaining
explained it to me.
Yeah, I'm explaining the metaphor to you.
I understand hockey a little bit.
Now
And
you do?
Canadian culture.
I'm
No,
glad.
you know what? Screw you, dude.
I'm glad we're getting into hockey.
I think we're going to get into hockey. That's a problem.
I still like hockey. I love hockey. Shorzy, season 4 is out right now.
They never let me play hockey. There's a guy that he got the ice rink built in town because he always wanted hockey to be a major sport.
Yeah.
He was also into hobby track racing.
Like go-kart racing?
No.
Hobby track.
Like the little finger
Oh.
turning knob cars.
Oh, like
Yeah,
RC
but
racing.
like
the
men,
the
like
crazy ones
League
that go
of Men.
150.
Yeah, League of Men shit.
That makes sense. That'd be cool. Can you get us in touch with that guy? I'll interview him if he'll let us fucking skate around and play a
Yeah,
little
I could
hockey.
get you in touch with that guy. But he doesn't. We need to talk to Gonzo.
Like the Sesame Street character?
Let me see if I can get a hold of Gonzo, and we'll see if we can get on the ice, baby, for some fucking Mavericks hockey.
Oh, you know some. Oh.
Yeah.
I know somebody that used to. I don't know if he still does or not.
He
He doesn't update his Snapchat story anymore.
Well, there's a guy who throws a fish, and this should be the right guy.
All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to pause for now.
We got to pause.
And then,
I got thrown off a horse here.
So, folks, listeners, here's what we're doing. We're going to take a slight intermission. You're not going to notice anything, but we'll be back in our time.
So don't even tell him.
3-4 hours
Don't
from now.
even tell him.
Well, no.
No, you don't even
because
know.
there's going to be a real significant tone shift,
There's
and we're
gonna be a
probably going to
huge
come
tone.
back with somebody else. So, this is the pre-mic show, and
No.
we'll be back
No.
with the post-mic show.
You didn't hear anything he just said. We're going to slap you in the face. You have no clue what's about to happen. Are you ready?
To get slapped in the face?
Whoever. Yeah.
All right.
There's no change. Nothing happened.
No
we
change.
are coming back at the
No-
exact same
yep.
time. Nothing ever happened.
Yep, nothing's happening.
So does that mean we're ripping?
We're ripping. We are going. Welcome back to Unpasteurized.
After Hours and Unfiltered. Here we are here with Bill Queen. Bill.
Yeah.
How are you, dude?
Mushroom Monday. I can't get much better, dude.
Is that a coupon code you're running?
No, I take mushrooms every Monday because it's my day off work.
Is that like you taking lion's mane and stuff like that, right?
Oh, yeah, tons of cordyceps.
Yeah, it's all for cognitive function,
little
right?
penis envy, perhaps, or you dip into that region?
I've got Cialis for that.
How many do you eat at a time? Or are you just a halfer right now?
Well, I mean, it depends on how hard I go on the mushrooms. Because, I judge myself like any other man would. Mm-hmm. We all know what like when you
Sex
enhance your
on
brain.
mushrooms is scary.
Yeah, it's a spooky thing.
It's a scary thing.
It's kind of spooky.
Right?
Just so you know, whatever Viagra, Cialis you may normally need in life, you've got to at least triple up on mushrooms just to be normal.
You know what's weird? The last time I had sex on mushrooms, Bill Queen of all people popped into my head.
See, there you go.
Because I was fucking in a hotel with the TV on, and one of them commercials came on that Bill has a big joke about. The one about
you
driving different. Yeah,
you felt
the feeling different.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help. Legs over knees on shoulders, balls deep and everything. I just said out loud, "Shut the fuck up, Bill." and she goes, "What?" And I was like, it's got nothing to do with you.
How does that feel, being stuck in
How's
that
that feel?
man's head, transferring wisdom and knowledge in that good native way?
To be honest with you, I love that my shit joke popped into his head.
Yep, it
At
did.
that time, like...
I'm cursed, is what it is.
It's
now.
not a curse.
Yeah, because now he can never fuck on mushrooms again.
Nope,
Probably
I can't.
not.
Because every time he tries, he's going to remember that first experience, and he's going to think of me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly
Man,
what's
he
gonna
won't
happen.
need any Viagra.
No, I never will. Never again.
All I got to do is think of Bill when I'm on mushrooms. I'm ready to go, babe.
Yep, ready to pop off.
Bill.
Yep, I got a picture of Bill hanging on the wall at home, actually. Printed out and everything.
Perverts.
Thanks, Shutterfly.
Bill, how long have you been doing comedy?
Like 10 years.
How much has it changed?
The faces change.
The face
Like,
has changed.
we went through the same phase as everybody else. People want to be woke because they're too dumb to actually be awake.
When you started, was it like that?
No.
When did it change?
COVID.
Ugh. That's right when I started, and I could not have been sadder. When I showed up and I first started, the first couple open mics I did, I was like, Jesus, if this is what it is, I don't know if this is what I want. I don't know if I want to do this shit.
Luckily, it's not what it is now. My view on comedy is different than a lot of people because I've seen a ton of you come and go. There seem to be milestones. If you make it to 3 years, you'll make it to 5 years. But making it to 5 years doesn't mean you'll be here in 7 years. Like
When you mean here, you mean like people
doing comedy,
Yeah.
showing up, just being a part of the scene. Plus, Trump getting elected.
that hurt people?
I mean, that's happened twice now. We always shake a few off the tree because they lose their fucking mind over that.
Yeah.
Right.
There was some back in 16, then there's been some this go around.
So, yeah, that's crazy. So you've seen this, you've seen this twice. I get concerned about some of it. You see, I didn't meet you till I was a little ways in because you're like a hidden gem, right? You're a little.
And, you probably started in the wintertime.
I did.
I don't leave my house for free when it's cold.
That's a beautiful thing.
Like, if you want me to show up, you got to pay me. So I'm not really hitting open mics, meeting.
See, we're just raw. Like, yeah. I mean, my thing is I think what kind of made me good at comedy was I came into it. I don't give a fuck if you like me.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly don't care. If some people I barely know or don't know don't like me, my life isn't changing. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
my
yeah.
fucking crypto's still down. Like, just like, it's not like if you like me, suddenly my XRP skyrockets.
Yeah. I'm still sad either way, bitch. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, well, that's fun. And see, is that what has kept you in here for so long?
I mean, it's good for my mental health. It's a fun thing for me to do. Like, I treat this like other dudes my age might treat bowling.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for
I get
them,
that.
yeah, it's cool to show up at the lanes on a Wednesday night.
Mhm.
I show up like everybody
This
knows
is your
me.
this is your thing. Yeah,
Yeah, have a good time doing
Yeah.
it.
yeah. People are saying,
Like,
"What's up?" Yeah, yeah.
Well, it always makes me happy when you walk in to do my mic, Bill.
Thanks,
Tell you
man.
that.
You run a good mic. You get a crowd in here.
I just do what I can. I don't know what I'm doing, but it seems to be right. You know, I just do it the way it seems to me that it should be done.
I'm
So,
I'm sad that I had to give mine up.
yeah. You wanna tell that story?
I mean,
I still haven't heard it. The last time you tried to tell me, if you don't want to tell it on the record, because I don't edit this at all. I put no effort into editing.
all
this, so.
all I'm gonna say is, it came to my knowledge that there was some unscrupulous activities going on with credit card charge. I can't say how many times it happened. I do know it happened once. And so, like, there's no reason to say anybody's name or where this place
yeah.
is, but I won't be there again.
Yeah, no, I don't
Hey,
blame you.
damn,
That's
I
a
didn't know
fucked
that.
up way to behave.
In good faith, I can't bring.
No, yeah,
I can't
good, yeah, yeah.
encourage people to come out
Right.
and have this kind of shit going on behind the bar.
So local bar owners here in Omaha, give Bill a chance. Open up a place. He'll throw you a fun time. Bring people in here. We got mics. He wants to rip it. Help him out.
I mean, look, Chuck and Bill Comedy on Facebook. All you have to do is not be a garbage fucking person that
Just
runs
be
a
good.
bar. Like,
Just be a good person.
yeah, just stay behind the bar. Let
Yeah.
us worry about the comedy and don't steal from people, and we'll make some money.
Thievery should not be tolerated.
No, it definitely should not be.
We gonna
Yeah.
run up in there with a gun or what?
I don't know. That was a real
That's
bummer
actually-
because the first week that you stopped doing it was a week that I had taken the whole week off work. I was going to come and I was going to hit a bunch of open mics.
Yeah, I
And
didn't.
that was the first week, and I was like, ah, fuck. Of
Uh,
course. But it was good enough reason.
When I found out the information, I never communicated with anybody at that venue ever again.
Well, fuck them.
Probably the night you showed up was the night she kept texting me, and I was at a blackjack table.
Oh, I didn't even go. I had heard enough to know to not even show up there that night.
'Cause, yeah, I guess
But-
a bunch of people showed up one night, and like I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like we didn't announce that it was gonna stop. Like
Well,
it just stopped.
Yeah, which isn't fair. It's not fair. It's not your fault.
No,
I'm just
like,
saying it's
No.
not fair because it was something that was gonna. It had its capabilities, and honestly, yeah. I mean, it was a necessity.
It was a nice setup for the venue.
Yeah.
It's one of the few around that actually had a separate room with the stage and performance to keep
Well,
it away from the bar. But
That's why I like this, is that you can separate it. If the bar gets too rowdy, you can shut that door.
I'm telling you, man, this is
Keep
a
it
good
off.
room for roast battle. The way it's set up with
can
crowd
definitely
all
do it.
around you, like you're almost in the round.
I love it. It's my favorite because there's crowd to the right and crowd to the left, and there's almost no crowd in the middle. And if there is, it's the people that are sitting at the bar. So you can turn the whole crowd against itself. Really easy. They're naturally divided just by the room. So you can really cause some shit.
They circle you like them 12-year-olds.
They encircle you. I don't know. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I have found myself more than once leaning against that brick wall trying to slink into it. But it's never happened. Not yet.
Oh, to lean up against the wall. Yeah, don't lean up against the wall. You ever thought about opening up a club here or doing something with that?
I want to open a club in Florida.
Why Florida? Because it's warm.
Yeah, because I hate I hate it here half the year.
Because it's cold.
Yeah, like a good 5-6 months. Even when people say it's not cold, look here, asshole, it's 42. It's not pleasant.
It's not nice.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
just, it's
know.
just not as shitty as it was yesterday.
I mean, I don't know what the exact spectrum is for cold, but
Right.
like my tolerance is very low for said activities.
So no skiing for you.
But the other thing is, I thought it'd be cool, like Clearwater Beach, if you're familiar. Florida's most visited beach.
Okay.
Is that on the inside? Is that on the Gulf side or the Atlantic side?
Yeah, that's on the Gulf side.
Hell yeah.
You're suburbs of Tampa, basically.
The only Florida I've ever been in is Miami, so I imagine Clearwater's quite different.
I've never been to Miami. Florida's Florida when it comes to the beach. Like, my experience, there's two types of Florida. There's inland rednecks, and then there's the beach where nobody actually fucking lives here. Everybody you see is a tourist.
Just a visitor.
Like, yeah. If you go to Clearwater Beach and you want to meet somebody from Florida, you better go talk to a bartender.
Yeah, somebody that
the
works
only
there.
people that live around here are at work right now.
I've never been to Florida. I try to stay out of that state.
Miami was wild. It was crazy being around
I
all them
specifically
Cubans,
thought
but
a comedy club in Clearwater Beach would be cool because, like, every night it's different people because of tourism.
yeah, that'd
And
be a
I'm
good.
like, yeah,
that'd be a good town.
I
to
could
put
just
one
cash
in.
out and do the same 45 minutes every night for the rest of
Hell
my
yeah.
life.
You can do a
I
residency.
don't,
residency
I don't
in
have to be
Clearwater,
bothered
Florida.
with writing jokes. Like,
You don't want to write no more jokes?
I mean, it's a lot of pressure.
You got so
After you've
many
done-
thoughts
yeah,
on
after-
so many things.
Yeah,
Bill.
and like I never say 99% of what actually I'm really tough on myself. Like,
That's fine. That's what we're saying. Is we see that.
That's
in
what
you.
what we're all about here on Unpasteurized.
Yeah.
Being really tough on yourself.
so I mean, yeah, the thing is like I've went through a 2-year period where I felt everything I thought of was fucking garbage, and so really I didn't have any new material that I said for 2 years because I would think of it and then I would just constantly talk to myself about how terrible it was.
Yeah. Well, that's
Which I was probably right.
yeah, but it made you who you are, right? Like it. There's a reason why. Even like
There's a reason why I
comics
was-
don't laugh at anybody, right?
No.
So, but you get your laughs. You've done your thing. You've done it. We've seen it. People see it, right? You worked on it, and
Maybe-
that's probably because you hated yourself.
I think I just got really good at doing open mics.
Well, that's the first
Like,
step, right?
I'm-
That's probably the
Well,
first step.
yeah, that's step number one. Bill, there's a reason there was only 2 names I was worried about facing on Saturday. I mean, you were one of them.
I mean, I appreciate you saying that.
I was very happy to see you clear on the other side of the bracket.
Bro, I really crashed out at the end. Like, I would have felt bad if they said I won.
Like I said, I wasn't.
That's very
I'm not.
humble.
I'm not
See,
better
very-
than you. I was better than you that night.
Yeah,
that one
because-
time.
I'll let you know, like,
Oh no! I snuck out of there with my trophy. I'm fucking happy.
you deserved it. I wasn't upset that I took that loss to you in that roast battle because, like I said, I crashed out that night. Like, I went into that with no jokes for you. Rome was frantically texting me, trying his best to save my ass because I think he realized 2 jokes in, like, this fucking guy don't have anything.
Right.
Oh, you weren't prepared for Lucas, were you?
I was not.
Well, Bill did it honest, and other than one joke, I tried to do it as honest as possible too. Just where you don't write the jokes, you don't write the roasts until it's time for you to face them.
Yeah, to be honest,
yeah.
I tried my best to do it that way. I had one joke for you that I had wrote before, but that wasn't even one of the ones that did good. So
I mean, luckily I went up against Ben Webb. I was looking through the notes on my phone, and I roast battled Ben like 2 years ago, and I still had the roast notes from Ben in my phone. The only, I recycled some
you
roast
recycled
jokes.
some roast jokes. He did good.
Well,
It cracked against
Those
Ben.
are the ones that hit the hardest too. Like,
because they stuck.
the funny thing is Ben is sober, and even he didn't remember that I used these 2 years
Right.
ago.
He can't fact check. Well, I mean, hey, you're on a different planet. That's
You're on a
Mushroom
different
Monday.
planet. He's singing in Sound of Music, and you're Bill Queen. So
Oh. Is he in Sound of Music?
yeah, that's the thing he's doing right now.
Is he the
Good
hill?
for him. I believe he's a Nazi. Believe it or not, I don't
No,
think
I
they would.
believe it.
I don't believe they would have tolerated. I don't believe the Nazis would have tolerated such such physique. But I like Ben. I like Ben.
Guys.
Well, that's because Hugo Boss outfitted the Nazis. Do you know how much his uniform would have cost?
So much. As much as a Panzer, probably.
as much as.
Oh, God. I'm
Button
an
up
asshole.
your tank.
Yeah, my God. You know what? These people have never been to an auction. Most of them haven't.
No.
You go to an auction? You seem like you've been to an auction.
You been to auctions, Bill?
No, I can't say that I have.
See, auctions is how you get equipment when you live in the country, man. That's how you get shit. You wait for somebody to die or you wait for somebody's farm to go bankrupt. And then you go to the auction and you meet the Amish folk and you drink free beers. That way you get drunk and you bid too high on shit. And, yeah, that's how you get equipment out in the farmland.
Pretty much.
I explained that to somebody else the other day, too. It's auctions have been coming up a lot lately.
Really?
I had to explain to somebody what Boys Town was recently.
They used to house little young men there
I used to live there.
in Boys Town.
I can believe
the
that.
facilities?
I can believe you were
I-
sentenced to Boys Town.
Yeah, I was a resident of Boys Town.
How many long?
I did not graduate from Boys Town. Technically, I never did the 8th grade.
Okay. Did you ever go to Kearney? Or were you just
no.
in Boys Town?
Boys Town, numerous other places, group homes, foster, like group homes type of shit.
Were you
like,
out there thugging, Bill?
No, I just always did what I wanted to do. This all started with I showed up to school with a hangover in 7th grade because up on 16th and Leavenworth, I used to just be able to show up with $20 to the Vietnam vets under the bridge and be like, look, man, I got money. Buy one for you, buy one for me. And I would just hang out and get drunk with the Vietnam dudes under the bridge when I was like 12.
Yeah,
And
you
then,
did. Yeah, you did.
God damn, what happened to America? God damn it, why
Yeah,
couldn't I? God damn it, that's a childhood I wish
So
I
you
had.
were taught to be a malicious and
I mean, I
jungle
wasn't.
people, jungle operations.
I mean, I wasn't really taught anything except go to school.
Yeah, but
like you
what
had-
were
Did
you,
you- did you
what were
listen
you
to
getting
that?
from them boys? They were probably telling you some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, they were just crazy Vietnam dudes. They would tell stories about the war, and like I would cross-reference shit with my uncle that was there, and like
Cross-reference. See, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, you were. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
like,
in your brain. It was,
I knew
it's-
that
it's-
I knew the homeless dudes were telling the truth because I could start talking about shit they said, and he's looking at me like it's drawing
Yeah.
his attention.
Nam
and
was
then-
bad, huh?
But the problem started. I went to school with a hangover, and
Yeah.
had a very low tolerance that day, and I got into 2 fist fights with the same kid.
Yeah,
And,
that'll
like,
do it.
How
Yeah.
far apart? What was the time?
How many periods?
We fought in what was that? That would have been history.
Okay.
And then we were fighting in class, and the teacher pulled us apart because back then that's what teachers did. Like I feel like now
Yeah.
they just give up.
Yeah, they just let it
But,
play
they're
out.
not
They let it
invested
play
into
out.
you.
The problem all started with he sent me out to the hall, told me go to the principal's office, and I just walked out into the hall and went right next to the door and just sat there and waited because like there was no way for him to communicate. Like
Yeah, what are
there
you
was
gonna do?
there was no safety button in my middle school for the teacher like back then.
Oh my god.
And so what he did was he just waited a few minutes, and then he told the other kid to come to the principal's office.
And you right there.
And I fucking waited for him. And as soon as he came out, I stuck him right in the face. And
old nom trick.
like,
Hell yeah.
You did an old nom. I told you they
did
burned
the
it
old
into your
nom.
brain. I
Yeah,
knew
they
you
got
was
it into you,
like-
whether you like it or not. They taught you. They just sit and wait for him.
Yeah, you said.
and so yeah,
Sit
that
and wait for Charlie.
I love it.
that started a wild
What's his
chain
name,
of
Charlie?
events for a couple of years.
I'm sure. That'll kickstart a
Actually,
lot.
no, his name was Aaron.
Oh.
He lived 4 houses down from me.
Was that the first and last time you kicked his ass? Well, I mean, obviously not. You
Well,
kicked
I mean,
his ass twice
I
in
never
one day.
saw
but
him again.
After that day?
Well, I mean, I never went back to school after that day.
Okay.
I ended up a long-term award of the state.
Jesus.
Like I never went home after school that day.
Why? Who came and got you?
No, the cops.
And then they were just
No,
He was just in the
originally-
shit. He was in the shit, dog.
So this is in 7th grade. You're like 13?
7th grade. I ended up at a place in Council Bluffs. Well, first they put me in a mental hospital.
For doing that? Did you fucking, did you almost kill him or
Like,
something?
I went pretty hard.
Did you, beat the fuck out of this guy?
Like, I got him good. Like, we'll say that.
Okay.
Okay.
And so,
Okay.
Okay, that's enough. I'm
put-
glad we're on the opposite sides of the table.
They put me in a mental hospital, but, like, the thing is I did not belong there.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
this was...
you're not mental
Yeah,
hospital.
this was
this
built
was-
up rage.
Oh, I was in there with a bunch of West Omaha kids that pretended they
the
were going to
mental
commit
hospital?
suicide.
Did you start rolling jujitsu with them or something?
Like, no, they were all just like emo before emo existed. It would be that energy was what was in there.
Omaha used to be really
Very-
punk rock.
Very few, like, only 2 of those kids actually caught me as like they might be kind of crazy. Like, fucking leave them alone. The rest of us, there was like 40 of us in there.
Okay.
None of them were like me. Like, I just wanted to do my own thing and be left alone.
Yeah, yeah. They
And,
needed
like,
guidance.
yeah, they were-
lost sheep.
Cutting their wrist or taking pills for attention. Like,
Well,
no, like, I mean, I get it.
I get it too. They needed a hug.
They were 13 and dumb. If they
I-
would have been smarter, they might have succeeded.
I would rather get like a brand than cut myself.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I knew a girl that tried to OD by taking too many a leave. She took like 60 a leave, thinking that was going to kill her.
Bro, I better no joint pain.
Oh,
For 6 days.
and let me tell you, what a crazy, crazy, crazy lady. I was making out with her in the backseat of the car. Obviously, this was after the whole leave thing. Yeah.
How long after?
3 days.
Couple weeks, maybe. I
Feeling
don't
good
know.
on a leave.
She's
Yeah,
still
I don't know.
ripping
Sipping
it.
Look,
Lucas is
she-
looking pretty good.
She still had the paper bracelet on.
She had that buttery pill pussy. You ever get that buttery? Did I say that?
No, you know what? I didn't. This is the worst thing ever. Led me on, scratched the shit out of my back.
Big bitch.
I stole her,
She a big
but
bitch?
didn't want any more. No, she was fucking skinny.
Okay.
I could
Like a
I could pick her up
raccoon.
with one arm.
Spinner.
But
Sorry.
wouldn't give up the pussy. So I was like, well, I'm fucking keeping your bra. And she goes, well, I'm keeping your shirt. And I said, well, that's fucking fine. And so I drove the 20 miles back to O'Neill. And I fucking was like, well, I need gas. I need food. I'm a little drunk. I need some chocolate milk and some biscuits and gravy. So I pulled into the world famous Ham Pride, which no longer exists.
Gone.
But
Not forgotten.
Small town Ham Pride. The best thing after a long night of drinking, a half order of biscuits and gravy and a half gallon of chocolate milk. You'd sit there, drunk as fuck, high schoolers, and eat that. Perfect. And I went in there with no shirt, back all scratched up. I said, Mike, you fucking give me a half order of biscuits and gravy. And he did. No questions asked. Welcome to a small town. What a treat. All back all scratched up. No shirt to cover it up.
And there's no homeless there, so that's really odd.
And there's no homeless there, so it's a very odd
There was a
thing.
deer in the night before. That
Yeah,
was,
No,
yeah. A deer stopped through 3 hours earlier.
I think it's weird that there's no homeless there, but somehow a shirtless,
Look.
bloody guy is still like, yeah, par for the course.
Yeah, that's fine. See, here's the thing: homeless last in O'Neill for like an hour.
The wind
And somebody
will
will
kill
call them in, and the cops will go and talk to them, and then they get a ride to like Norfolk. Like, I have maybe seen 4 homeless dudes in O'Neill in my entire life.
Thanks, O'Neill.
One of them was
So, like, Norfolk is to O'Neill what Fremont is to Omaha?
no other way
No.
around. Other way around.
It's the Omaha to O'Neill.
Yeah, Norfolk has got like 20,000 people, right?
Almost 30, dude.
Almost
Oh,
30,000. Almost 30, and O'Neill has got 3,500 max. So anytime there's homeless there, there's some money to fucking just send them on down the road, you know? Which
Wait,
is all right.
You pay him to, like, who?
No, they'll like either put
You
them
don't
up.
get to stay there.
No, you don't get to stay there.
People
The
will
one-
shoot you.
The
and
one
then they
time,
can't do
the
anything
one time I
about it.
really
So-
had to deal with a homeless
so it's,
dude is when I was working for the Parks Department. We went in to go clean the showers at the rodeo grounds,
Oh, yeah.
and obviously the small town shit. And walk in there, a dude's sleeping on the floor, and I was like, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, well, you know, I'm the caretaker of this place." well, no, actually, asshole, I'm the caretaker of this place. So what the fuck are you doing? And I just sleeping in here, and then the cops gave him a ride. His name was Geo the Redeemer. He was supposed to be meeting up with Shania Twain in Montreal. They were going to buy a ranch together and raise horses. Geo the Redeemer, if you're alive out there. I doubt it.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah,
Name a horse after me, dude.
Yeah.
Name a horse. Bill Queen is a great horse name, honestly.
That would be Bill Queen wins the Triple Crown.
Bill? Oh,
that'd be good.
yeah.
Queen Bill, you gonna start doing drag, Queen Bill?
Oh, you could be.
You could be Queen Bill.
You don't have to.
You're trying to lead me into an old shit bit?
No, we've thought about doing drag.
That would make me the drag queen.
Oh, yeah,
Damn,
I didn't even think of that.
Really.
Good,
Oh
what
my
nice one,
God.
Bill.
Yeah, would you though?
And
I'm sorry. I want to
Here's
put on a
the
wig
thing,
and a dress.
If
and
I
do
can
comedy.
sell out this room for you to headline a show for me, would you come out and do drag for
no,
your headlining set?
no.
would you do a character?
I
like a
wouldn't.
woman character? I'll do a woman
as I said
character if
that.
you do a woman. We can do it together. We
You
can
the
do like
fucking Illuminati?
no. What the fuck?
You guys are starting to sound like what Cat Williams warned me about.
You're right.
Trying to put me in a dress.
Listen, we're just
Listen,
trying
Rashad
to do
tried to-
skits. We got shit to do.
Rashad tried his best to put me in a dress in that basketball game, and I beat his ass. So
I'll wear trousers. Will you wear a pantsuit?
Look,
I'm actually female to male. Did you know that?
not surprised. Like, I could really care less. My thing is it sounds like what you're asking me to do is a lot of effort for no extra money.
Okay.
Like, if we
That's
sell
fair.
out this room, like, I could sell out this room without putting on a dress.
well, please do. My next showcase, please sell this
Well,
room
yeah,
out.
I guess.
And so, like,
I don't know. See, do you know Adam Ray? You watch Adam Ray?
no, I do not watch comedy.
Okay, well,
I'm
did it.
assuming he's a comedian.
He does.
He does
Dr.
he does
Phil.
that fake Dr. Phil. He does a Dr.
He
Phil.
Oh,
does
yeah.
Dr. Phil.
I've seen shorts of that, but
He
yeah.
did a skit as a lady, and she was like a cigarette smoking, like brash broad, and like
Seemed like your mom, really.
yeah. Like, I'm not saying put you in drag. I'm wondering if you do a character. I would try to do a character once. I might do a swamp man and a comms guy, but I don't know how well it's gonna work for me.
I mean, honestly, I've never had the urge to do that.
You're not a character guy.
No,
You are pretty-
I'm the same person off stage as I am on stage. The only thing I tell people is I am two different people. There is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is a person you've never met.
Yeah, you're right.
And then there's 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., which is who you're talking to right now.
Okay.
So the only thing is, if there's ever an issue with what I said, both people will stand behind what they said.
Okay.
So you can't come at me at 1 o'clock in the afternoon talking about, hey, last night at 9 o'clock. Like, you're not talking to that dude.
That's a different guy.
Yeah, there's
I got stuff going on.
yeah, there's a whole new guy on shift right now. I wasn't here for that.
Is that the dad in you?
Like, I don't know. It's the
Because we're dads, and so like that's like
fuck grandpa.
your grandpa now.
Like-
How many? Do you mind me asking how many kids you have?
3 kids, 3 grandkids.
Who do you like better, the kids or the grandkids?
Well, the grandkids leave.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can
But I
understand
mean,
that.
at this stage, almost I have one of my kids and one of my grandkids at home with
Okay.
me.
Okay.
All right, I guess we're done.
No, it's still going.
That scared me. Did that scare you?
Yeah, I was like, all right, that's a weird way to end the podcast.
No,
but
that
I
ain't
guess that's
ending
what
it.
makes it unpasteurized.
Dude, it's unpasteurized because I put no effort into editing it at all. I put a little Apple guitar solo loop at the beginning.
I mean,
and that's it.
I just saw you reach over and push a red button, and I heard a little click.
Oh,
And I was like, fuck.
yeah.
Yeah,
10
well,
years, that's the hardest out I've seen yet. Like,
look, fellas, let me tell you. First of all, for the first 10 minutes, we were actually recording off of the laptop's microphone because this USB cord right here wasn't plugged in. So
Jesus Christ, what a fucking hillbilly rink-a-dink operation.
Dude, we got a real rinky-dink operation going on back here, but we're mobile. That's the issue. That's the real thing. We're mobile, and we're rocking around. And,
Yeah, we can bring this from O'Neill, Nebraska, all the way to Columbus if need be.
If
yeah,
we
that's
really
closer
need to.
than here, dude. We can.
That's easier than this.
We're gonna get what is that? Tesla Hyperlink. We're gonna get one of those on top of the roof rack, and it's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get a power inverter.
You ever
want to?
You ever want to go to a city and do comedy?
I mean, I've done some traveling. My thing is like, I'm not moving to Austin to try to fucking become famous off this shit. Like,
you're not. Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I'm like I said, I'm raising a grandkid. Like, I have a mortgage.
Your life is here.
Like, I have a certain amount of money that I have to generate each month. Whereas moving to Austin to do comedy definitely isn't putting thousands of dollars a month into my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So these other people that depend on me can continue to live.
Right.
And
That's
so,
the
like,
dad in you.
I'm just fucking here.
Did you have kids before you started comedy? Yeah. Yeah. Right? You've been doing comedy 10 years. So, yeah. All right.
I had kids before I started doing a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like,
all right.
oh, look, the only...
He had kids before he started buying alcohol legally.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I remember, like, when I was 16, I was really good at getting 15-year-olds pregnant.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Put that on a T-shirt.
I'll put that on a T-shirt for sure.
No, don't put that on a T-shirt. Don't do
Bill's
that.
going to have the best merch in the game by
Bro,
far.
it's really sad that I quickly aged out of something I was so good at.
Well, that's the life of a star. You burn quick.
Yeah.
You burn quick,
Fizzle out.
and
like
fizzle
you were
out.
talking to me on the fucking outside. You're gonna burn quick and fizzle out, dude. It happens. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think about that too. This sounds crazy, but even at my age today, I don't seem to ever screw down in age. Like, not even like a 23-year-old. And I'm not saying that I'm a taken man, but that's besides the point. Like, every time I've gotten lucky since I've been like 18, everybody's been older than me, and I've never shot like. I've never been like, 19, 18. No, I'm always like 19, 23-year-old.
Every time they've been younger than me, other than one, has been an absolute fucking nightmare.
They got to be imported.
Yeah, they got to be imported, and they're fine. They got that old school mentality. They got real conservative views. It's really great.
And you just import them right into O'Neill,
Yep,
huh?
you just import them.
Look,
Okay,
whose job
here's the
is
thing.
it to change the population sign to 3501?
Listen,
Only
Bill,
every 4 years.
where I'm from, O'Neill, you get a grasp of where that is. One of my baby mamas grew up in New Orleans, somehow made it to O'Neill. The other one grew up in Vegas, somehow made it to O'Neill. I attract these big city broads.
So I was gonna say you have a type.
Well,
Like chicks that fail upwards.
I guess so.
you're on the
I guess
outlaw
so.
trail. You see, you're on the outlaw. You're on the old outlaw trail, dude. Jesse Wales was killed here. I can't fucking think. That's a wrong name. Yeah, Jesse fucking Wales. Wasn't he just shot? He was shot. Whatever.
Somewhere over
Just
there.
shot.
Not just shot.
I mean,
a couple hundred
He
years
got.
ago.
I'm pretty sure they killed him up around Devil's Nest there.
Probably.
I
I
think.
mean,
And
a
yeah,
lot
you're
of,
on-
lot
you're
of
on the
native,
outlaw
lot of
trail.
natives got killed in the
Yeah.
the Irish. My hometown is named after a fella that raised up a like militia and marched into Canada and took over a couple British cities and forts.
Well, I mean,
And
I got no-
enough to the point where the British had to send a letter to the U.S. government being like, "Hey, you need to fucking do something about this guy."
Look, I got no problem with that. My feelings on Canadians, like, especially now, like Trump's in and he talks a little shit, and these fuckers get all high and mighty, and like, I'll be honest with you, Canadians, I'm tired of reading your fucking posts where you're acting so tough, because I'm pretty sure if we just rounded everybody up named Dave in the state of Montana, we could still fucking take you.
Just in Montana.
Yeah, that's going to be our army. Guys named Dave from Montana. And I think they're still going to take Canada. I mean, that's all we're sending to make it a fair fight.
Well, Prairie Canada,
Did you know there were some fellas in Alberta who were talking about becoming the 51st state?
Talking about seceding from Canada.
Yeah,
Canada.
because prairie people, like the people in prairie Canada, man, I got schnoz in my beak. They don't feel good, and they want guns and stuff, and they're cattle ranchers, and then like they're all just segregated, and fucking Ottawan motherfuckers. I fuck Ottawa, right? Yeah, and they want to bitch about the tariffs. Oh, they're gonna cut the power off in the States. Why are we buying Canadian fucking power? We can get enough coal out of Wyoming to fucking feed this place for like the next 162 years. What the fuck? Right? Am I wrong?
No, fuck
No,
them.
retweet.
I don't know. I was just making the mark. An hour, 10 minutes into this podcast, and that's what it took to bring up fuck Canada.
Oh, fuck. No, you watched the hockey game, right?
No, I don't watch hockey.
You didn't watch the Seven
I
Nations?
don't watch sports.
Well, they booed our fucking anthem. It
Okay.
sounds like I'm
Four,
doing...
four nations, not 7 nations.
All right. Enjoy your shitty moose whiskey, assholes.
Yeah, the moose whiskey.
Go ahead. Take the good shit off the shelf.
God damn. Yeah, what are
Such
they
a
gonna
wild
do?
thing. So stupid, too, because it's already paid for.
Well, they're bitching about like avocados and stuff. You know what?
They live so far from where avocados are grown. They
Well,
should
fuck
just
it.
chill
It
the
is a
fuck
tariff
out.
against Mexico, too, and everybody's like, the raspberries and tomatoes and avocados. Fuck you. Get a garden,
Yeah.
pussy. Get a garden.
Bring that shit up to me. Do I look like I eat healthy?
No. You know what?
I promise. The food coming from Mexico isn't making it to my plate anyway.
No, it's not. It's
Not a chance.
What?
I mean, I had a meat and potato burrito today, all right?
From Taco John's?
Goddamn right.
Dude, mine, I had
None of that was Mexican.
No, not an ounce of it.
I had a meat and potato burrito, too.
From Taco John's?
And it bit me.
I did not.
Whatever, dude.
I had Wendy's.
You had Wendy's? Yeah, that was a
It
good
wasn't.
call.
It wasn't great.
I don't know. See, they need to make a place where, I don't know, I think $30 is outrageous for a fucking steak.
What happened to USA Steak Buffet? That's what I want to know. How did that fail?
Well, there's not enough cattle.
Well,
There's not enough
Yeah.
cattle. If I think if people were eating steak, none of this shit would happen.
I'm gonna let. I don't think you were really eating steak there.
Probably
well,
not.
Probably not. Probably
Look,
not.
it-
Or being, probably not.
a quality steak cannot be a buffet. It's
Yeah.
it's not a good business model. But I mean,
It was for
if we
heifers.
if we
Shit,
got
I
these,
love that place.
yeah, look, if you season these horse shoulders just right, they won't know.
You're right.
And
mean,
I
yeah.
had no idea.
Oh, fuck, dude. Now that you say that.
It might have been
Now that
horse
you say
shoulder.
that.
Yeah, what do I look like, Bobby Hill out here yelling hardbone?
Dude,
Like I'm no fucking steak expert.
I don't know. Steak.
All I know is what I order at Texas Roadhouse is good.
Yep. See, and they have a decently priced steak, and they got a decent steak. I think they're starting to switch over to tallow, which is legit.
I say, let's road trip down to Kansas City and go to Fogo.
What's a
Fogo
fogo?
de chao.
Fogo de Chao.
Is that Chinese, Japanese?
As much as you can eat, from what I hear.
It's
they
it's
just
a
bring
it's
meat
an all you can
out.
eat Brazilian steakhouse.
How much does that cost? I need water. $120 a ticket
I mean, yeah, dinner will cost you $100.
per person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I ain't eating all
Well-
day until I get there. That's the kind of thing I'm doing. I'm showing up in sweatpants.
He,
fat-
if
he
I go to a
dresses
Fogo de
like the
chao.
guy that goes to Fogo and uses the salad bar.
Right. Right.
How much is a salad bar? $7.99.
Yeah.
I've never been. Is that I need?
I've
to
never
go.
been to one either.
I need to go to a Brazilian.
I've heard of it though.
Is that how you stay pimp? You take your wife out to Brazilian steakhouses?
I mean, yeah, last time we went, we were up in Minneapolis. For anybody listening that's never been to Minneapolis, I recommend you keep it that way.
It's a cold, terrible tundra fucking
It's a
place,
rough-
isn't it?
it's
a
It
rough
used to
spot.
be a beautiful city.
I wasn't there in the wintertime. It was trash when I was there.
What year was this?
Like 6 months ago.
Oh, it's fucked.
Like, yeah, September. Like last September I was there.
Bummer.
It's garbage.
Not pretty, bad people. What?
Just I'm totally judging the city on how long it took to find a gas station.
That's I think that's a fair judge of a city. if
I
I'm
was
honest.
like, yeah, where are these people fueling up their fucking cars? I had to type that shit into the maps on my phone. Gas station near me, and then it said 7.1 miles.
Oh,
And I'm like, fucking 7 miles isn't near me.
that's
That's
a
not
ways
near at
away.
all. That's a while off.
But yeah, I noticed up there, like, they don't have like quick trips and shit. Like
They'll
never
get robbed.
Yeah, never once did I see a spot where, like, here we are, we've got 84 choices of soda and 32 gas pumps.
Not once.
Not
No,
once.
and then it's another one of them garbage states where you have to specifically go to a liquor store to get some liquor.
You can't do it at a gas station.
No, like,
Laws.
Bummer.
Democrats. It's
I
a
will
Democrat.
tell you what, for all the shit I talk about Nebraska, it's real cool that everywhere sells booze.
You can get booze
Because,
anywhere.
yeah, as you travel, that is not the case most places.
That's really sad.
yeah.
It is.
I mean-
Speaking of booze, do you guys want another drink, or are you guys good, or what?
No, I want to smoke another joint.
Do you?
I do.
We
Okay.
can do a break.
Do you want
Yeah.
to do a break and then come back and
How
chat
long
some
does
more?
this go?
As long as we fucking want, man. There is so it is so unpasteurized. We do no editing. There's hardly any structure whatsoever.
We're just here.
The only structure is that every once in a while we make Taylor give a real insurance tip since he's an insurance worker. But we already did that in the first half before you got here, so we don't got to fuck around with that.
Insurance worker.
Yeah, he's
You got
employed by
away
insurance
with
people.
words.
He's got away with
I'm
it.
not
He's
sure.
like a
I'm not
lawyer.
sure what his
A
technical
real
title
fucking
is.
poetic tongue, like a partner or a prisoner from the 1750s writing letters back home.
I want to touch you, please.
That was pretty
Lady.
hot. No.
Yeah.
God.
That was
All
pretty
right.
polite from a.
So how far are we in?
I mean, total counting what we. Billy, you don't know this, but we recorded a bunch before the mic even started.
But where
So
are we at?
well,
All right, that's cool. I had a
right
good
now,
set.
total-
You can throw that in there.
That wasn't in there, but total we're at an hour 16. So we can
we
go
can
smoke
come
a
back.
joint and come
Let's
back,
come back to
and
this.
do some more.
Yeah.
You down with that, Bill?
Yeah, smoking a joint.
Yeah.
You done
Like,
with doing
look,
more?
we could keep talking. Let's just light it. I
We
got
can.
one,
We can here. We got to keep. We can't get kicked out. I wish we had that power.
bro.
I don't know. If
Don't
I got
bro
Dave
me.
Chappelle
I'm trying
credit
here.
yet.
We're
I know,
doing our
it's-
best we can.
It's so sad. I referenced it in my set that while I never smoked weed in a bar,
Yeah.
man, old school indoor smoking was the best.
I wish. I wish.
I'm
I
gonna
missed
tell you
out on
this,
that.
something you're too young to know. There used to be a thing where when you were done eating at like fucking 3 a.m, your crew goes to a diner and you guys just all get some fucking food.
Okay.
You finish eating, you just light up a cigarette right there. And when you're done with that cigarette, you put it in your fucking mashed potatoes that you didn't finish. I promise you this. Nobody ever put out a cigarette and mashed potatoes at the end of a bad day. That's the sign that you just had a good fucking time.
Fuck yeah.
You're ending your, like, I'm putting a cigarette out in these mashed potatoes.
This is what America used to be.
Goddamn
America
right.
used to be cigarettes
God,
out and
that
mashed
cost
potatoes.
$5.02 for
Bro,
three
I remember when Denny's came out with a non-smoking section,
people.
which all they did was they just had these few booths where they put a ceiling fan over the top of them. I'm like, what do you mean non-smoking? They're 20 feet away, and I'm purposely blowing my shit
I'm
that
blowing
direction.
it towards them.
Savage people. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix it.
We can't fix anything. Shall we go smoke and then come back?
Sure. Time out.
Groovy.
We can bring back indoor smoking.
I would love
The
to.
world had a look. I'm just saying, when we could smoke indoors, the world had a lot less problems going on.
You're right. You're right. We did.
You're
we
not
had a lot.
wrong.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need indoor smoking and no fentanyl in the coke.
Did you give up? Are you
No
still here?
fentanyl in the coke.
We here? We back?
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're back. Ooh, that was real loud.
Bill, check.
Yeah, like a liquor run in Tennessee, we couldn't just go to a gas station.
No. Damn. Because Tennessee has a lot of alcoholism. Apparently, they got a lot of problems. I don't know.
So what happens
from
when you
Tennessee?
can make your own?
No, Tennessee sucks. Everywhere I've been in Tennessee, I didn't like.
Why is it too ticky?
No, it's I don't know. I don't like the people. I don't like that I have to go to a liquor store. Although they do sell beer at a gas station there.
But no booze in a bottle.
No, which I find way more offensive.
That they'll sell beer
Like,
but
yeah,
not booze.
Look,
Well, beer's probably not considered alcohol there.
yeah, people that are drinking rum aren't the problem.
I would have to say that's most of the time correct. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
That's true.
Yeah,
I can't get this here.
it's usually somebody who slammed on like this guy drank 24 Busch Lights today.
Yeah.
I mean, they were lights. They only count for half.
So
They-
12.
see,
He thinks
He
he's
had
good
12
for
beers.
12.
Yeah, he's good for 12 real beers.
12's still 12.
12's a lot of beers.
12's a
though.
lot of beers.
And I mean, also the thing is like, if we're judging drinking and driving, I think we got to give some credit to how far away from home are you?
Yeah.
Because somebody drinking and driving on roads they're very familiar with is much less risky than drinking and driving someplace you've never been.
That's facts.
That's yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You can fact check that.
Your horse
statistically,
knows
you're
how to
correct.
get home the closer you are.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I stare off into the distance. You don't know. Yeah.
No, like I said, Happy Mushroom Monday. This column here is fucking me up because
It's a column.
my peripheral vision. Like every time I turn my head a little bit, I'm like, "Fuck!" There's somebody standing on my shoulder.
Yeah, because of the
You know
pillar.
what? Here's the thing. Earlier this episode,
Oh.
before you were here,
Well, I
there
mean-
was a fella standing there. Is the fucking issue? That drunk fella from Scotland, who actually ended up being much more funny than I was expecting.
Well, I mean, also as I look, I
But-
love the venue, but as I look around, I see people have been carving their names into the wood all around me. So, like, obviously, people around here have knives.
Clearly,
Like, I
Clearly.
should be scared if somebody's standing too close to me around here.
Yeah, people are fucking nuts. I mean,
I don't get it.
how do you feel about vandalism? Would you
I
call this
mean-
vandalism or is this art?
I know it's
It's some mild.
it's
vandalism.
definitely not art because right here above my head it says Burt Street Bitches
Burt Street
2023.
Uter yutties. Yeah. Do you think the youth? I know your views. I think you think the youth is getting stupider, right?
They're getting dumb for sure, right?
I-
Or do you feel that way?
Oh no, there's a dumbification. Each generation is a little dumber than the one before. The timeline, like, it seems to be accelerating into how quick, like it used to be just a little dumber, and now I feel like it's way dumber.
I feel like it's gotten significantly dumber.
The
in
funny
my
thing
lifetime.
is I think what started the trend of people being dumber is being exposed to all of the information.
You think it was that?
Yeah, it was the internet.
Do you think there was any laziness involved in it? Like some people didn't know how to check themselves before they wrecked themselves. Now you
Look,
got
man.
iPad kids. You remember sticks, dude. You
Yeah,
fucking-
it's never been easier to be a teacher.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, you don't,
I know what you're saying. I see the videos of like shit that happens to teachers, but those are the teachers that are trying.
no
Like,
shit.
we've
Yeah.
established you don't have to try anymore.
Which
like-
is so sad.
Yeah.
What's
Well, what
the
if-
fucking point?
But who are these kids where they're coming to school and like, we'll beat our teacher to death. We don't give a fuck. Stomper.
Hey, I don't know that energy. That was never me.
I'm not saying that was you. I'm
Like-
just saying like, who the fuck are these people? Like, I won't. Yeah, like sometimes a motherfucker needs to get hit.
I could
But,
not.
like,
I
these-
could not fathom getting in a fist fight with one of my teachers. I even today.
The death penalty, right? Like
I mean,
I mean,
I don't know. I went to a private Catholic school for 13 years, so maybe that's
death
what
by
it is.
private
Just
Catholicism. right?
Molestation by private Catholicism.
Something was
but
going to happen to you. You were going to end up in a basement somewhere.
for sure. I almost went to the seminary, but then I decided I liked pussy, so it's like priesthood ain't for me. I'll end up fucking all the lonely housewives that have
that'd be hot.
temptations.
That'd be so fucking.
Well,
hot.
I mean-
I could say I was like, I'll be a bad priest. If I
That'd
go
be
be a priest,
so
I will
hot.
be a good priest in some ways, but I will be fucking all the lonely, unsatisfied housewives. I will not end up being a good priest.
Oh my god, that's what I should have done.
Yeah.
Was become a priest, impregnate a bunch of the bitches that come to the church, and then take them and my 40 kids and start a cult.
That's essentially
Yeah,
what.
that's the path I was going down, Bill.
That-
That's
oh.
the road. I I was standing at the top of the hill, and I looked down, and I could see the end of the path. And that's where I was running a cult.
You know, my problem is
And I was like, oh, boy.
I started with intoxicants so young that, like, my brain was too cloudy to see what it is I really wanted in life. And I've given up now. Like,
oh no, I've wanted a cult my whole life.
Oh,
I wanted to be the leader of a cult, and the thing is that I've just been fighting that urge. That I've spent my whole life being like, I know that I will abuse that. I can't do it, but I want
dude,
it. I want
hope
it real
you get
bad.
it.
I want. It's gonna be called Shambhala.
Like,
It's gonna be called Shambhala, and it's gonna be so nice.
Fucking Ruby Ridge 2.
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be great.
You people are going. You know what? You can't say this out loud.
Dude, you're talking to my lieutenant commander.
You have to hold these things in your heart quietly until the fucking Lord permits it.
Yeah, he's gonna be running Overwatch on the ridge. So
I don't know.
The Lord works in mysterious
Look,
ways.
He does.
Bill, if it all goes down,
he-
there's a spot for you at the compound.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I'm saying.
You're coming. You're allowed.
You're allowed in. It's if you want to. If you show up at the gates, Bill Queen's allowed in.
How
That's
much
the way
weed
it
does
is.
he have? Did he bring weed?
Yeah,
Only
well,
let
yes.
him in if he's got
Yeah,
weed.
if he's got a little bit. At least as long as he's got some, we'll let him in the door.
Well, I
Would
mean,
you let your grandkids run a gun?
You gotta earn your keep, but
Would you let your grandkids run a gun or milk a cow?
those are your only choices: run a gun or milk a cow.
Or learn to quilt?
okay, well, one's a girl, so she can quilt.
I got 3 girls, so yeah, that's what's up.
I have a grandson where, look, I get it. He's 4.
Oh, he's not ready for a gun. Not for that responsibility.
No,
that's young.
No,
that's
and
too young for that.
well, he also has a brother. But I'm just saying, lighten the loafers. You know, like nothing's written in stone at 4. But if it comes out many years from now that it turns out there's a little sugar in that gas tank.
We need a choir leader, dude.
I mean, no. So he'll be
We're
a
trying
cow
to have
milker.
a choir. I mean, we're gonna be big enough. We're gonna need a choir. Okay, it'll be fine.
Honestly, 4-year-olds can milk cows.
We're gonna need a choir, and you know what?
Oh,
Hell,
You hear
Look,
Lucas? We need a choir.
look, we're gonna need some sharp uniforms. So if he can
are
push
we
him in
back
the
to
fashion
Hugo
direction.
Boss outfitting the Nazis?
Well, yeah, he
This
can
is
be
a
the
cult,
next Hugo
damn it. What do
Boss.
you think
This is a
Nazis
cult. We
were?
got to be uniformed up. We'll be good.
Who's your designer?
Your grandson, I'm hoping.
See, this is the problem.
I mean,
is
That's what
there's
I'm
no,
saying.
Bro, he's 4 and addicted to
Kanye
Roblox.
West is our designer. Kanye West will be our designer.
Oh God, I hate Roblox.
No,
I hate that shit. My kid's into Roblox. I hate it.
that's
it
like the
disgusts
Legos
me.
that
It's-
aren't Legos.
I don't know.
I honestly don't know what it is.
I do not know how to describe it. There are 1,000 different games of anything you can do, but there's also like no
probably
restrictions on anybody that can interact. Like Bill could go on Roblox in 5 minutes and meet a 5-year-old.
Yeah, like Club Penguin.
Easy,
like
no
Club
problem.
Well, I mean,
It,
look, it's fucking
not
12:30
that
at
it would.
night. If you're 5-year-olds on the internet at that time, then you're a bad parent.
That is true. There's lots of bad parents.
Except what if they're in Sweden and it's 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know what time
yeah,
it is.
You could go on the internet and meet Swedish kids
Do you
right now.
do you know Omegle?
I mean, we already discussed how I'm not really into traveling.
Right? Well, you didn't porn them, I'm sure.
Do you know Omegle? You ever get on Omegle?
Do you know about
I need more
what
drink.
Omegle was?
I'm aware
You
of what
drank
it
all
is.
that?
Thirsty. That was that.
I did
that
drink a
ginger
lot
ale.
of this. So
Your fucking general lieutenant is a cow milker. Jesus, you
I will
sucked
milk a
that down
cow.
quick.
I will milk a
He
cow.
did.
I used to work at a dairy. Hell yeah, dude. I'm this unpasteurized. That's the
this is
whole point.
unpasteurized.
You believe in the beef market?
Believe in it? I mean, like, I believe they're selling me what they tell me is beef.
Yeah, they're trying to. Do you think that beef is overpriced and should be more readily available?
I mean, yeah, all food should be readily available.
Like including meats.
That'd be
or
cool.
what would be the most important foods for you to have readily available if you could, like, grocery store?
I mean, yeah, let's just eat a piece of meat real quick and go drink.
Yeah, that used
Like,
to work.
Look, I'm not a huge food guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised. You'd think I would have a better shape to me. The amount of times I've skipped dinner so I could get drunk quicker for cheaper.
Do you think it's the booze? That it's the booze. Well, but what would you eat if you could pick
look,
something?
my body is shaped by my habits, and none of those habits are going to the gym.
That's fair. What are your opinions on raw milk?
I don't.
Milk that still's got the cream in it.
Yeah, I've never had it.
If we're gonna call this unpasteurized, we should have a tap in on some raw milk to give to guests when they show up. It's a tough deal. It's harder than finding drugs when you're trying to buy raw milk. It's a serious pain in the ass.
Well, because if you have like a certain amount of dairy cattle and you're like, we're producing milk. If you're trying to produce it for money, now they're watching you.
Yeah, they're watching you.
Now they're watching you.
And you can't sell the milk to the public. You got to know like 3 different people.
You have to be of the community.
And it costs like $16 a gallon.
So
to get it that way. It is
as a guy who prides himself on knowing where to find things. How much would you be willing to pay for said milk?
Us, not a lot. I don't drink a lot of milk. That's not the point. The point is,
my problem is transport with such issues from here. You know, it's hard to keep it cold for the whole journey home. If I was to find it here, but if I lived here, if you were sourcing it for me,
can you suck the milk right out of the cow?
Yeah.
You can. That's not. I like it chilled. I like it cold.
But once it comes out of the cow,
goat milk. Like if the mom died or something, babies if that baby was like a few months old.
We're not talking about goats.
I'm not saying goats, but cattle.
Well, no, he said
cattle's higher in lactose, which is sugar.
How long after it comes out of the cow does it have to become cold? Because you said you have to transport it cold. It won't. How long will it keep at room temperature?
Google that.
Dairyman. I mean, I could Google them.
Google that. That's a Google. We're gonna.
No, fuck you. This is your thing. You should know.
You're right. We should know.
We should.
If you ask me a question about weed, I don't have to go to Leafly.
That's a fair point.
We should know.
We should
You're
know.
Right. I don't know. I would say milk would probably.
You were the one that worked at a dairy bar.
At what temperature? At what temperature? At what temp? That's the first question. What day? What time of year is this?
Well, I mean, do cows run hotter than us? What
cows
temperature
are like
is?
104 degrees.
Okay. So when you're sucking it right out of a tit, it's milk at 104.
Yep, it's warm and foamy.
Okay.
It's warm and foamy. Honestly, see, here's the thing. If you look at it in a way of like how they used to do it, you probably have up to an hour or two at a warm temperature. But
the most I know about this is what I learned from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, but I mean...
Okay, so,
here we go.
According to the Google AI overview, to reduce risk of bacterial growth, raw milk should be cooled to 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit within an hour of milking. This can be done using an ice water, a cooler, or a freezer.
You could just cut it with ice. Yeah.
Don't cut raw milk. If we're getting raw milk, don't cut that shit. I would be upset. If you were cutting my milk, I'd be a little butthurt.
Well, they're cutting our milk now.
I know they are. I know they're cutting your milk.
You wouldn't detect what I'm putting in there.
I'm scared of that. That's disgusting.
But anyway,
what are you putting in the milk?
I would be willing to pay $8 a gallon for raw milk.
$8 a gallon,
probably. Well, can we get the deposit back on the bottle?
Yeah, do we get deposit? Because that's how it works. See, it's like doing a drug deal. Bill, could you imagine? Could you imagine showing up to a drug dealer's house with empty bags and expecting $15 back? That's the way it is with getting raw milk. Is you take the bottles back and they give you a deposit back.
I mean, it's probably because I'm pretty high, but I was picturing it coming in like a steel pail.
And it used to. They used to have like the people.
But once again, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. Well, and steel can stay cold longer. That's what they do with McDonald's Coke. It comes in stainless steel canisters instead of plastic bags.
Yep, and they formulate it to compensate for ice melt, which is why McDonald's Coke tastes so good compared to most other places.
That's anyway, a conspiracy.
How do we go? That's not a conspiracy. That's
you ever have a Colorado Bulldog?
That is legitimate. That is fact.
Yeah, don't put no Pepsi in my fucking milk. Like, no, I've never had one. I'm aware of what it is. I ain't drinking.
You've never had?
I would never drink
fucking
pills.
losers.
He's been trying to get me on this bullshit Fuck that noise. Why would you ruin milk and why would you ruin Pepsi like that?
Look here, it's
You ever had cream and sweet? You ever had an ice cream soda? You ever put pie with ice cream or a big old scoop of Cool Whip?
That's a whole different thing.
No, it's not.
It's either rum and Coke or fuck off. I got a bottle of water.
Rum and Coke's pretty good.
Hey.
You ever do Bombay lemonades like Wiz Khalifa?
I used to drink that hard. Brisk lemonade and blue Bombay.
I swear to God, I saw smoke when you coughed and I see.
I want it to
There's
be.
nothing
I
lit
want it
and
to
you
be
just-
so bad.
That was a part of my soul
Oh
leaving
my
my body.
God.
All right.
Oh. What is your drink of choice now? Rum and Coke?
Rum and Coke.
What kind of rum guy?
Captain, because it's just easier. Everybody's got it.
Everybody's got captain. Calling all captains.
Yeah, I don't need some what they call fancy ass rum. Just because it was fucking made in Puerto Rico with no kind of cleanliness guidelines or anything. I don't think that makes it better. Like a nice spiced rum, always got to be a spiced rum.
Yeah.
Like I order Captain because everybody has it. It's like the fucking Bud Light of rums. You got to be careful messing with some of these weird rums. Yeah.
Rum will get you.
Yeah, like
Rum will get you.
cheap rum.
Oh, I've been.
It's easy to disguise cheap rum as something good.
Oh, I used to drink so much Admiral Nelson's, which is exactly what it sounds like as far
That's got
as
the
like
lady-
compared
that's
to
got the
Captain
blue parrot
Morgan.
lady, right? And she's in a striped shirt.
No, Admiral Nelson's. It's a man. There's a man on the bottle.
Oh fuck.
And it came in a plastic jug, $9 for a handle. So,
But I mean-
that's exactly what it sounds like it is, and that was perfectly adequate rum for college kids. I don't know if I could drink it now.
Piss poor 14% alcohol. Like literally, I'm aware of Admiral Nelson.
He keeps
I knew
track
you
of the
would.
alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I was a 19-year-old college kid, so I
Yeah,
enjoyed
you should
it.
have been drinking Sailor Jerry.
Sailor Jerry's is good. You ever had Blackheart?
Blackheart, too much cherry for my liking.
It's a too cherry flavor for you.
Yeah.
I killed a bottle of it one night and was trying to pick up a couple lesbians, and you want to talk about bombing? Fuck it.
I'm surprised you didn't jive right in with them lesbians. You look
Lesbians
like one yourself.
usually hate me.
I am
I don't
pregnant.
know why.
I've impregnated
You know-
half of the ones I've met.
You know why.
No,
Half
because of my guns.
You know why.
You know.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think I'm a good person. I just don't get the lesbian
Look,
vibe.
nobody said you weren't a good person.
Well, what are they so mad at me for? I don't understand. I want to know. I just don't get it.
Did you happen to talk to them about milking cows?
Yeah, why not?
All
We
right,
could.
See?
I
Yeah.
thought there was some lesbian here with Hungarian Vishnas, which is a bird dog, and I was like, "Oh, these are beautiful dogs." And I was like, "Do they hunt?" And she's like, "No, they're city dogs." And I was like, "Fucking people with their dogs on anxiety meds. This dog, all it fucking needs to do is go and get a bird. That is what it's literally like. That is what its purpose in life is. And if it doesn't do it, it wants to kill itself. It goes into doggy suicide. You know about these things, right?
No, but it's probably real happy on the 6th floor condo.
You think so? You think that's healthy to a dog's fucking
I mean, look,
psyche shaking all the time in a windy building in the middle of
without this lady putting him in a sweater and on a vegetarian diet, how else would he ever get the view of this 6th floor condo? This fucking dog is lucky to be alive. You know how many dogs don't experience such things? Fucking count your blessings, you four-legged piece of shit.
All right. You make a point because I don't. Yeah, fair point.
Be appreciative of your station in life, you
fuck.
piece of shit dog. You got pampered doggy privilege, and
fuck,
you don't
I've been
even know about it.
Oh, dude, I've never thought
Look,
about that.
49 human years. I don't even get to divide my 7 and by cheat.
Oh,
49, and I've never had no 6th floor fucking condo view, you little cocksucker.
is that what you want? You want to get a 6th floor condo?
Look, man, the more you can see, the higher up you are. Who doesn't want to move up in life?
And that's a T-shirt. Bill's got. God damn, that's funny.
Oh man,
Good point. Good point, Bill.
the idea of living that high up in a building kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, you're a ground level type
you,
of guy.
you and that dog.
Yeah, man,
Didn't
I
you-
don't like the idea of being up that high. I feel like I couldn't save myself if something crazy started happening.
Yeah, what are you, a bird?
There's absolutely no chance I would make it down 6 flights of stairs in
Right,
the
you know
time
what's
that
funny
it'd
is
take something crazy to happen.
last time I went to Florida, the hotel we stayed in, it had the rooftop pool,
Okay.
and it had the illusion of the one end of the pool where the water, like, if you go up close to there,
Yeah, where it looks like it goes just
yeah,
right over
when
the
you're
edge
out
of
of
the
the
building.
pool, you realize you're nowhere near the fucking edge of the building. But optics when you're in, and that shit fucking freaked me out. But then later on, I hero dosed mushrooms and was swimming naked in the Gulf of Mexico at 2 a.m.
Hell yeah.
You feel like Avatar? Was everything glowing?
Like, no, it was a weird day.
I bet.
I experienced the same fucking storm 3 times.
Yeah.
Because it was just me and my wife. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse for dinner,
Yeah.
and we were just hanging out in downtown Tampa, and just walking along the river, just checking shit out, hanging out, had some drinks, feeling good. I just started eating these mushrooms, and as soon as I started eating them, like rain just out of fucking nowhere.
Yep, the fungus. The fungus calls for
Sunshine
water.
State my ass. I changed Florida, baby.
Yeah.
And so we hid under an awning at a children's museum to escape the rain while it passed.
Pouring, right? It's pouring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tropical.
Yeah.
You get
Shit was
tropical
wild.
storms. It's nuts.
Lasted for about 20 minutes.
Yep, that's about how long.
But
yep.
then, like, for us, the mood was ruined. We're like, all right, fuck this. Kind of wet. We'll just go back to the Airbnb. And so I'm fucking driving. Ate a couple more mushrooms. Because, it takes a while to kick in. I'm still good to drive.
It's been 22 minutes.
Going across this bridge, I caught up to the storm. And so now we're just driving. Like, I'm pretty fucking high. And I'm just driving in this storm. And then we drove all the way through it. I got ahead of it. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And we resumed back. And when we pulled into the driveway of the Airbnb,
It showed up.
it was just starting to rain again.
Oh fuck.
And I'm like, fuck. So I took another handful of mushrooms. And then
As
4
you
hours later was swimming naked under the moon, watching the lightning for the storm in the distance.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's my
And
question.
that's what heaven is.
Yeah. Do you think that certain things can kind of command weird little aspects of your life to happen like that, especially when you're doing stuff like the fungus?
I mean, I like to. I usually hero dose once a year. I like to do it on vacation usually, or like a place where people aren't really going to interact with me.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to be around people when I'm on shrooms, but I don't want people like talking to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, like, yeah, like I said last time, I was in Indian Rocks Beach, Florida. And I
Shouts
just,
out to Indian Rocks Beach.
bro, it's fucking great. I got the best biscuits and gravy I ever had there. At a place called Sandy's. It's right on the beach. It's the owners are from England. And they just fucking retired. They're like, fuck it, we'll go to Florida and we'll sell biscuits and gravy and we'll close at 1 o'clock.
Only in America.
Good
Can't
for
do
them.
that in England, can you?
Bro, those biscuits,
Pussies.
like, I don't know what the English did, but
They know how to cook
that shit was good.
biscuits.
I've never heard
I got flour.
nothing good about their food.
Not
But-
once,
got
but they're
flour.
making American food, so maybe they.
But
I
bro,
don't know.
they made it good.
Good.
Sandy's in Indian Rocks Beach.
There you go. We don't
Okay.
shout out brands on here.
Usually
We've
we
been
don't,
failing
unless you
so
really believe
badly.
in
It's
it.
not a
we-
brand. That's
that
small
was-
business.
That's a small business. Support small businesses.
Okay. We'll shout out small businesses.
I mean,
no taxes.
Cheerwine's definitely small business.
Yeah, Cheerwine's
Last time we recorded, we got all hopped up on Cheerwine, and we're hyper like a bunch of fucking 8-year-olds.
You ever
It
have
was-
Cheerwine?
No, I drink rum.
Word. Would you ever
Well,
drink corn
it's a
cob
s-
wine?
No,
You wouldn't?
no.
If I brought you a
I
bottle
drink
of homemade
rum.
If I brought you a bottle of homemade corn cob wine, you wouldn't sit around and get drunk?
No,
Like
I
David
would.
Allen Coe song.
You
Getting
want to
drunk on
you
homemade
want to be
wine.
completely honest?
Yeah, I do.
You give me that bottle. I say thank you. I tell you that I'm grateful and I really appreciate it. And I take it home. And then probably like 4 months from now, my wife says, oh, hey, it's Samantha's birthday next week and we're going to go do a thing. And I'm like, hey, cool, I got this wine I can, like, and that's who's going to get your wine, dude.
Samantha's going to get my wine.
Like, one of my wife's friends is going to end up with it.
Are they going to enjoy it?
I don't know.
If they enjoy it, would they say something?
I mean, do you think
It's all about pleasing the right people.
If I
I
kill
mean-
a deer, bring you deer steak, will you eat it?
Yes.
Okay.
I would eat deer.
You'll eat meat, right? You'll eat any meat.
Look, if you want to bring me some booze, bring me what I drink.
Rum.
Like,
Okay.
no,
I
like,
didn't know if you dabbled,
What's rum?
man.
What's rum made out of?
Rum's made out of like spices and liquor.
yeah, rum. It's made out of rum. It really sound like those drug commercials. I like how they say now, where they tell you all about the drug, and then they list out the side effects, and then they say, "Don't take Tremfya if you're allergic to Tremfya."
It drives me nuts.
And I'm like, but the only way to know if I'm allergic to it is to take it.
Yeah.
So that means they found a legal loophole where if some fucked up shit happens to me when I take it, they'll be like, "You're allergic, dickhead. We told you not to take it.
Oh, fuck.
You can't sue us."
Well, that's
let's
America.
let's watch the commercial again. We
Tremfya.
specifically told you not to.
So can we kill those people? Wow. Are those people in trouble?
Jesus
should
Christ, Luigi.
Dude, he goes crazy.
hot.
I love getting him wound up
It's
on
not
stuff.
a question of like.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see that? My motor skills are perfect.
Bro, you're
That
the
was
most
quick.
violent weed smoking tie dye wearing.
Well, these people, if they're doing,
That's why I had to start wearing black. He
I
was
don't know.
outdoing me.
I don't know. When you do too much harm to people, at what point can you do enough harm to people to where people are like, we should do harm to you? Do not do unto others is not done unto you.
Are
And
we
it's
talking
time
about
to
the
fucking
Crusades
repay.
now?
Well, if we have to.
The Taylor's all for crusading.
Yeah,
That's why he's my
people
lieutenant,
always go, which one do
lieutenant
you
commander
want?
over
Which
here.
one, who are you for, Palestine or Israel? And I tell them Jerusalem, bitch.
Neither.
Dude, yeah, neither, dude.
No,
I want the
look-
Gaza Strip to be a strip mall. I want to be able to go over there and fucking hang out in a
I mean,
6-floor
look,
condo.
You already heard me hate on Canada. I'm not simping for Israel. I don't even simp for my own government.
Don't even simp for. That's the whole
Like,
point of being an
no.
American. Fuck you. We'll shoot you. We'll shoot you. God damn it. What
I
happened?
will tell you, man, the Mossad, they're good at shit.
Oh, they're sneaky
yeah.
bastards. They're fucking
They're
all over.
good.
They're fucking in every country. These tons of bitches, dude.
Yeah, I hate how if I
Cool.
can't criticize Israel without being called anti-Semitic, in which like I'm not calling out Jewish people. I'm calling out the government
Of Israel. The
of
government
every
of Israel.
government.
Oh, the whole government.
Like, look,
Yeah,
Every government is
No,
fucking
no.
so fucked.
like no government gets a pass.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm saying. We gotta
I'm
restart
not
here.
simping for any. I don't even simp for my own. The fucking world
No,
is
no.
falling.
So
yeah, the U.S. has been doing
the
some
world
fucked
is
up
don't.
shit.
The world is falling. Yeah, the whole world is falling.
I mean, the world as you know it.
Yeah,
The world as they tried to make us believe it is.
yeah. It is not at all what it is. You remember you ever see like the pictures of the World Fair, where they had like all these buildings just erected all over America.
Yeah. How quick did they build those?
Quick.
Apparently it didn't
Because
take
I
too
mean,
long.
Jesus Christ, you know how long it's taken them to build this gas station in my neighborhood?
Yeah, what is
They
that?
Like,
can't even
fuck.
fix a hole in a road that's already built.
I mean, look, what 200, 300 years ago? 200 World
Yeah.
Fair shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
that.
we had all of this built in 30 days.
Beautiful. And then they took it all down and covered it all up.
Well, you guys
which
smelled
is
the fucking
insane.
streets. The infrastructure here is failing. There's a fucking plumbing backup. It's just awful. You smell that? Did you smell the shit in the streets? Am I going crazy?
That's just the smell of downtown.
No.
I mean, look, to be honest with you, I've got nose issues.
Right now I'm plugged up.
I'm not really a smeller. A smell has to be really strong for me to notice it.
All right.
Whatever part it is up there that controls that has been heavily damaged.
So if there's any doctors out there,
No, all right.
You've lost your sense of,
I mean, look,
sense of smell.
My God.
I'll tell them doctors. I'll say the game out loud. I don't have insurance. I do a thing that I like to call heel and steal.
Okay.
Where,
Okay.
like, look, if I get fucked up, I'm going to the hospital.
Okay.
I'm not paying any of those bills you send me.
I mean, fair.
I mean, look, what are you gonna do? Ruin my credit score for 7 years? I don't give a shit.
All right.
You think I never had bad credit before?
I love it. I love the strategy.
Yeah.
You know what's great? That credit scores have only been around for 40 years, which seems like an awful short amount of time to base everybody's future
I mean,
off of
the
in the
weird
first
thing
place.
is
Huh.
my,
I've started to learn how to manipulate my credit score. My credit score has gone up 140 points in the past month and a half.
I got
Like,
I
I
got
was-
an 800.
Yeah, you can
Damn.
kind of fuck around and still have a high credit score, which is insane. It's not how that's supposed to work. But like you can make
does
like
any of it work?
you can set it up so where you make 2 payments in a month and it counts as 2 total payments. So then it doubles. Like, I don't understand all the
This is
math, but I
financial
understand.
tips.
This is financial tips from a fucking retard who doesn't understand finance.
Buy XRP.
Yeah. Yeah. Bill was trying to sell me on XRP real hard the other night.
Gold
and
and
I
silver
almost
and
did it.
bullets. Send lawyers, guns, and money. No? Shit's about to hit the fan. You know that song?
No.
No?
No.
Do I look like I'm aware of pop culture?
That was not pop culture.
Yeah.
That was fucking. That was a deep.
I
cut.
don't know if Taylor knows anything about pop culture.
I don't
He
know
is
of
so deep in
anything
the
he
shit.
just said.
I thought I was
Oh.
deep in the shit, and then I met Taylor, and he is
Warren
way
Zevon.
out there.
He sang.
Werewolves in
Werewolves in
London. Yeah, I know
Okay.
that one.
Ah, ooh, you know that one? Werewolves in London.
The one they claim they claim Leonard Skinner ripped off for Sweet Home Alabama.
Okay.
He,
Kid Rock version's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all 3 of them. All 3 of them are the same piano chords.
And yeah,
But whatever. I don't care. They're all 3 good songs. in
I
their
mean,
own
to
way.
be honest, I was listening to Slightly Stupid on the way over here. So
All right.
yeah,
I need a slightly stupid song to know what I'm doing right now. See, I'm lost in the sauce. See, I'm trying to learn more about different musics and stuff. So yeah, I don't know if you.
Are you a fan of white guys that do reggae?
Honestly, it depends if they do it well. You know Green Jello?
No,
You like Jackal?
not except the last time I did a heel and steel.
What's it? Oh, that's
Green Jello. Oh yeah, I remember Jackal.
I love Jackal.
I
Actually,
remember
I've got a
my
ripped off.
I remember my
cassette.
uncle when I was a kid. Hey, listen to this, man. He plays with a chainsaw. And I remember being like,
Education.
that shit's gay as fuck,
It was
dude.
great.
Like,
Dude, that people love
I've never been a fan of gimmick shit. Just
Aw.
like
I like some of the other songs. I don't give a shit. It's
I'm-
gimmicky. It gets me excited for some reason.
Hey,
I think it was
saying
just
she
because it was
loves
some
my
of the
cock,
first
right?
rock and roll I ever heard. I think that's all it really
Yeah,
is.
it just-
I
I
think
never
it's
really-
more nostalgia than actually liking it. Also, though, they have some great merch that I always wanted to buy, and I never did. It said "Rock me, roll me, jackal me off."
Ooh, oh, that's a good shirt.
And I was
I
like,
imagine
"Alright,
you
well."
could still find one.
I like
of those.
Oh,
Nickelback.
you still could. They
I
still
wish
play.
Nickelback
The
was
the
going.
lead singer owns a bar in Sturgis, and they play there all the time. So you can easily buy one of those shirts for sure.
Let's go to
They're still
Sturgis.
rocking it out.
I
6
think-
hours.
Jesse James Dupree is his name. Anyway,
I think you're surprised that I'm not a bigger Jackal fan.
I thought you'd be a huge Jackal fan.
I can see the disappointment in your face.
Slightly stupid. What's one of their top songs? Can you sing a little line?
No, I'm not going to sing. And this is the kind of band that doesn't have top songs.
Okay. Well,
Like-
give me one of their songs.
2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning.
That's
No.
a song about the police kicking in your door.
All right. All right. I'm going to have to listen to that. You like Rehab?
Rehab is awesome.
You like Rehab?
I like
okay.
Rehab.
I actually saw Rehab live
Okay.
at the
You
Ranch
all
Bowl.
right, now I'm trying to figure out what music
All right, here we go. This will be an interesting story for you. I think you'll dig this.
All right.
Do you remember the Ranch Bowl? You old enough for that?
No, I wish that sounds. It sounds like a restaurant, but
Look, it's a Walmart now, but it was a venue that had it was a bowling alley. They had a little video game arcade.
all right.
Sand volleyball outside,
Oh,
and there was a standing room only concert venue
okay.
that could hold hundreds.
Yeah.
Like there used to be nice crowds in there.
Oh.
Being the young man that I was, we used to like to smoke weed, and we would go there and see the Cottonmouth Kings. The Corporate Avenger would be there.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No. I'm gonna have
and
to
then,
look into this stuff.
One night, and also the same night, the first band we saw was Linkin Park.
Okay. Okay.
This was like 6 months before they even had a CD to sell.
Yeah. What year is this?
Like whatever year that was.
Mid 90s, probably.
No,
Earlier
I want to
than
say
that.
no, later than that. I'm trying to think of where I lived when this took place. That'll help me remember.
I think their big CD was in 2000.
Yeah,
it was
like
early 2000s.
their first CD went pretty fucking big right away. Like Linkin Park gained almost instant
Yeah.
fame.
Yeah.
So I think this would have been like 98, 99.
Okay. Right at the tail.
And it was Linkin Park and then Rehab,
Hell yeah.
which I had never fucking
Like
heard
that.
of. And
Alright.
Rehab, like I've
They
been a
killed
fan
it.
since. Like
They
they
killed
did
it.
kill it.
I bet so. They got some bangers. They got some songs I really like. Yeah,
And
Bartender.
then the Corporate Avenger.
and,
I can't believe you don't know that.
I'll have
I don't know
I-
that one. I know the Cottonmouth Kings. I've heard of them.
Corporate Avenger is awesome.
Hell yeah.
The FBI Files.
I'm gonna have to dig deep. Where are they out of?
Yeah.
Colorado Springs.
They are Native Americans from California, I believe.
See, Taylor's into like 1960s country. I murdered my wife because she was fucking the guy down the road songs. That's what Taylor's really into.
Corporate Avenger is anti-government music.
I like that. Like
Yeah,
Irish IRA.
that's right up his alley.
And the black and tans like lighting it. Never mind. It's almost St. Patrick's Day.
It is. It is. As we sit here in the Delbiner pub.
Our potatoes. I'm really sorry.
Right?
Is that on Monday?
Yeah, that is Monday. There will be no open mic.
There's no.
'cause,
Why not?
Why the fuck would I want to run an open mic on St. Patrick's Day? Are you kidding me? I could not think of a bigger nightmare.
Fair point. But you think
Way too drunk. Everybody would be way too drunk
Bill,
to
what's
deal
your
with that.
opinion about that?
Yeah, no, I drink at home that day.
You drinking home that
like,
day?
and this place is it's an Irish place. They're gonna have an Irish band in here.
Are people really
It'll
that
still be a good
crazy?
time. Huh?
Are people really that crazy
People are nuts, dude. People are absolutely insane.
for a day?
Oh, for sure.
The problem with holidays is people that don't normally drink all the time think they can just show up and start fucking drinking at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
like, look here, man. You're
The
not,
regulars can handle that.
Yeah, you're
but
not built for this. You got to train to run a marathon, all right?
Yeah, yeah. They're trying to sprint, and it's no good.
You're right. Day drinking.
And you want to try to do an open mic stand up set while there's 40 of those people in here.
No, you're right.
And this place is going to be an Irish pub, so it's going to be jam packed full of people.
We already had to deal with a goddamn Scotsman.
That Scotsman, he did way better than I thought, considering he was
I
napping in
couldn't
the corner
hear
for
him
an hour
very
and a
well.
half. But we kept trying to turn his mic up, but that's
He was
neither
all
here
over
nor
the
there.
board. He did fine. Come back.
I told him to, but whatever. We'll see. 23 comics. That's a lot of fucking comics.
If he's
for Monday
anything like
night.
me, he won't listen. Don't fucking tell me what to do.
All right, well, that's why I tell everybody to come back.
I got kicked out of the Y for saying that to the lady. She was like, "Have a nice day." I said, "You don't ever fucking tell me what to do," and then I got kicked out.
Wow. I don't know if you know this or not, but you're the asshole in that story.
And now the question is, where do you shower?
We're at the Anytime Fitness.
Yeah. How much does it cost at Love's to take a shower?
Probably like $3. Do I smell like a love shower? I
No,
stepped in
but
dog
you-
shit today.
You smell like you got fucked in one.
Damn, that's really?
You do look like you take a shower at a place where you have to leave open-toed sandals on so you don't make direct contact with the tiles.
I try to wear. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes you have to.
You take a shower like you're in jail when you're free.
Yeah, it keeps you disciplined.
Damn, I wish I would have had some more of this energy the other night for you. That would
Right?
be my trophy.
I know, right? God damn. I'm so proud of that, actually. I didn't realize how much I wanted it until
So
it
it's
was
on-
in my hand.
It's only once a year, though.
The tournament, yeah.
How many roasts do you guys try to run a year? Or you do?
I
a lot
don't
of
run
roasting?
any.
He doesn't.
That
He wasn't in charge of it.
that
Who's in
shit's a
charge
pain
of the
in
roasting?
ass.
Never
That
mind.
was
Caleb.
Caleb Salvatore.
So how many roasts are there in a year?
They do a few,
And then
but only one tournament. I'm never doing the tournament again, probably.
Yeah,
why?
I
It's-
don't know how I feel about it either.
It's a bad format.
Oh,
It needs to be I think it needs to be the same amount of jokes the whole way through. Increasing the amount of jokes and then also not knowing who you're going to roast
Yeah,
makes
that's
it a
the other
million
thing.
times harder.
Like I said, by the time we got to you, I'd already fucking done this like 4 times. And
you got the burnt out Bill Queen. Yeah, so come back.
yeah, I was drunk and high and like I took
Well,
some
yeah.
other look, I was good until I took those cherry alks. I don't know if you guys are familiar with legal highs, but like
I'm not aware of what
alkaloids.
that was.
Altoids?
Alkaloids.
What's an alkaloid?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
natural, plant based. But
All
like,
right.
yeah, I ended up taking those and I fucking crashed out, and I did not even have enough jokes to finish what we started.
I don't. Look,
The
I
shitty-
would never say that I'm better than you. I would say that I was better than you that night, and that's it.
Look, man, I'll fucking throw names out. I don't give a shit who listens. I once lost a comedy competition to a man named Gut Gutowski. And while I got no beef with Gut personally, he's an all right dude. I hung out with him a few times. If you ever tell me he's better at comedy than me, I will smack the piss out of you.
Fair point.
Like,
He just got the best of you one time.
Oh, no.
Even a blind
I-
style
Lucky.
finds an acorn.
I personally think that I was still coasting off of the jokes I dropped on Julian. I think I was getting a lot of applause for those still, because
you know what? If you
everybody else seemed like I kind of seemed like a toss up, but I actually felt like I beat Julian pretty bad for once. I actually
Austin
felt
had-
good about that one, but
Austin had some good jokes, but he couldn't get over a couple things. Like, it was
Yeah.
too good.
yeah, no, you cooked him.
The last one I said, my advantage in this shit was I didn't write any jokes ahead of time. The first joke I wrote for these roasts was when I got to the venue. But I had Rome with me. And like when I was up there for Austin, he was texting me shit from the crowd. And I threw out that one he gave me where I said, it looks like if you ever wash that shirt, you won't be able to wear it again.
Oh, that was a great one.
That was fucking Rome Daly from the
That
crowd.
cooked him.
Just trying to help the team
Because
win.
I think that was the first one that you said, and it was he never recovered from
No,
that.
that was the last
Or
one.
was that the last one?
After he said I got more.
I was still trying to
And
write.
I'm like, all right, I got more.
More. Damn.
But yeah,
Yeah,
as I said, pride and glory fades, but plastic trophies live forever.
You got? Do you have one of those? You got 2024, don't you?
Yeah,
He's got one.
I won it last year. Which, ironically, I won it doing the same thing I did this year, except Rome was in Austin.
Damn it, bro.
And so instead of texting me from the crowd, I just text him names because he knows everybody.
Yeah.
And like, luckily, it was people that he really knows. Like, I just texted him, Ben Webb is next. I got 10 minutes to write jokes for this dude.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to just have somebody throw you ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is helpful.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah,
is
I
helpful.
don't take these roasts very seriously.
That was the first one I've ever done. So
I much prefer one-on-one roast battle. Like, tell me a month ahead of time that it's this dude,
Yeah.
and I need 5 good jokes.
Okay.
Like, that shit I excel at. But like, as far as a tournament and like, hey, it could be round 3, one of these 8 people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I already got a fucking job I don't like. If I gotta start like writing jokes for these 8 assholes when
So what? Cut down the constituents?
like I didn't start writing jokes about anybody until I knew I had to battle them. The problem was by the time we got there was not enough intermission.
yeah, and,
I was
yeah.
too crashed out and didn't get enough time
You got to stretch.
to pull it together.
Got to stretch.
Well,
Yeah, speaking of time, I think that's it for
yeah.
me.
I think this is a good
It's a late
point to
one.
wrap it up.
Motherfucking-
Bill, you got anything you want to plug? This will be out in about a week or less.
It's Chuck and Bill Comedy on Facebook. Always the back line, first Saturday of the month. Doors at 9, show at 9:30. Get tickets online. It sells out. If you show up, you're standing room only. We won't have a chair. Comedy After Dark at backlinecomedy.com.
Hell yeah. Taylor, what do you got?
I got nothing going on, and it doesn't really matter. But you can follow me at ZEESHLONG. I'm gonna call it at that.
Yes.
It's a long night.
The French penis.
French penis.
Yeah. Smiley Comedy. Comedy at the Dubliner Pub open mic. Remember to like and follow Unpasteurized.
This is
Groovy.
Unpasteurized.
Good night.